following is a presentation of Disruption Networks.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Easy Radio, Disruption Networks. Easy Radio, Disruption Networks.
Circulate to percolate, people. That's what we're doing here on the Hump Day Hoedown edition of EC Radio. Na, 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 na.
Got another nice day today. So we got, what, one day, then it's going to get cloudy and rainy.
Na, 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 na. I used to have a program director that used to get so mad at me that I would sing over the song back in the day. What's up, everybody? Z here, hanging. Hope you're enjoying your Hump Day Hoedown. My man, my tag team partner, my co-host, my bro, my dude, my right-hand man, my main squeeze, my brother, Chicken, joining me today.
Up?
What up? How you doing?
Doing good.
You doing good?
Nice day.
Beautiful day outside.
About time.
Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to have a new band. We're going to debut a new band here on EC Radio. Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. I know nothing about them.
Sounds perfectly Utica.
All things Utica, for sure. Know nothing about them, but last night they hit me up. I guess they were playing at Piggy Pat's, and our good friend over at Piggy Pat's, Alex, was like, you need to hit up Z and Chicken. You need to get on EC Radio. So they hit me up, and I'm like, well, what are you doing tomorrow, as a matter of fact, because we had a cancellation. So what are you going to do? But it happened, so we were lucky enough to get Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. They'll be in a little bit.
I love the name.
Yeah.
You know, sounds like
my grandmother's house. It does.
You got my attention.
Yeah.
Uncle Charley and Meatballs?
Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. So we'll see what they're all about. And it looks like they're playing in and around the 315 often. So we'll see what they're all about. And I told them to bring their instruments. If they want to bring their instruments and play a couple songs, they're more than welcome to come in here and jam. We are a jamming-free zone here at the D in Disruption Network. That's what we do.
Yeah, we just had a little disruption before we went on air.
Yes, we did. Circulate to percolate, people.
West Side.
That's what's happening. You can check our little story that we were doing on Instagram on the Disruption. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Disruption Network. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can Find all of that at our lovely home at disruptionnetwork.net. That's where we're at. Check us out. That's where we're at. It's not a .com anymore. If you go to the .com, you're probably going to get AIDS.
Yeah, herpes and
You might
name
get
it.
some. But yeah, .net, disruptionnetwork.net. Log over there. It's a great site. And we want to thank my boy Pete Barone for putting it all together at Creative Concepts. He does some cool work over there. If you're interested in getting a website done, and he's also working on our phone app right now.
Yeah, by the way, if you downloaded the old phone app, please delete it.
Delete it.
It's
Sorry. It's not our fault.
Yeah,
It got hijacked.
it's got a virus.
It's got a virus. It's got a smelly virus. Anyways,
You're
yeah,
like, your phone will slow down to nothing.
yeah. If you still have our app, your phone probably don't work anymore. It slows down and does nothing. Exactly. Good point. It does no work whatsoever. So anyhow, we will have a phone app really soon.
Yes.
It's in the works right now. It's in the testing phases, and we will have a phone app. I'm pretty excited about it. Big ups to my boy Pete, man, for taking great care of us, as he always does here around the D. All of our friends. We got a lot of great people that we're
We do. We got a
associated with.
great network.
And one of our good friends had us on his radio show on Monday, which we forgot to mention yesterday. But we got to get a lot of love out to Genesee Joe and The Drive.
Yes.
92
It was
points.
so cool, man.
92.7 The Drive FM. Great staff over there. My boy Jerry Krause is over there, the doc there, and Kuchenbacher and a couple other guys that I've been running with for a long time. Genesee Joe, though, is a man. We were over there on Monday.
Now, how long has he been doing it for?
Joe's been doing it since 1991.
Wow.
But I know that.
Yeah, how did you know that?
Well, we've hung out, drank many beers together throughout the years. You heard some of the old stories when we were
But I don't think if you asked Joe, he wouldn't even remember that.
Right. I had a great time working with him at OUR because I would relieve him. When I was working at OUR, he would be like, what would he do? 7 to midnights, and I do the overnights, or the other way around, or something. I didn't do 7 to midnights. I did midnight to 7, or midnight to 6, and Joe would be in there and chop it up a little bit and break balls, and we'd always, come on each other's shows and stuff like that.
Back when radio was fun.
Back when radio was fun, yeah. So big ups to our friends over at The Drive. We need a radio friend out there because a lot of the other radio stations are kind of scared of us. Which, whatever.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter. I got a lot of love for all the disc jockeys out there in the
absolutely.
315. Tons of love. It's some of their...
There are peoples, man.
and it's just their bosses suck. But anyways, a lot of love for the DJs in the 315. And our boy Rayman. We can't forget about
Yep.
Rayman.
Good friend.
And, of course, my boy Brandon C. over at Kiss FM. And got a lot of friends over there for many years. And I know I'm forgetting Scoop, too. We can't forget about Scoop over at WOUR and Tony FM
Mm-hmm.
and ESPN Radio. They're pretty busy over there. But a lot of love. But
Keeler.
Keeler, oh, duh. Can't forget about Keeler. Keeler this morning was interviewing that guy that got evicted from his parents' house. The judge ordered him to move out of his parents' house.
I did not hear
That
this,
in
no.
Camillus. I didn't get into the whole story. I'm going to listen to that Keeler interview in a little bit after we get off air. But he just posted on Facebook saying it was like the most interesting interview he's ever done in his
Wow.
life.
This
For-
is something because
for Keeler to say that, then it's got to
Right.
be a pretty interesting interview. So I can't wait to check that out because it's got to be a freak show. But from what I know, the bullet points on this story is the kid got kicked out of his house by his parents. The judge ordered him to move out. So it was like a big dispute. And I guess this kid's just a lunatic. So we'll see what's up with that.
Hi, Addie. Hi, Tiffany.
Maybe we should get him on
Checking
the air
in.
with us. Hi, Addie and Tiff. Thanks for checking in.
Yep.
Everybody click share, please. Click the share button if you would. But I want to go back to Genesee Joe really quick because Joe has been really gracious to not only come on his show on Monday and hang out with him for the last hour of his show, and we got to pick songs. How cool was that?
Mhm.
I got to pick some Black Sabbath with Dio.
Yep.
I went with Dio. I went with Heaven and Hell. And you played Bob Seger.
Yep. Seeger, I'm a diehard Seeger fan, so I'm like, whatever you want.
You are a beautiful loser.
I am a beautiful loser. Absolutely.
But yeah, it was cool for him to open up the doors and talk about the D and disruption, where all the other media sources are kind of, standoffish towards us. Where the
Right.
Drive was just like, come on in, guys, come hang out with us, and and we love that.
And it's how
you
things
know?
are supposed to be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we're not here to compete. We're here to just
live.
live,
Do our thing. Like
network, and communicate. Maybe co-op on some things and put events together. I mean, that's what we do here at the D, and I like to get involved with other media sources in events and stuff like that. That would be great. Why not?
right.
You know?
Exactly. One hand washes the other.
Exactly. I'd go to What the Truck.
Problem is who doesn't wash their hands?
It's not really you got to wash your hands all the time. I'm a germophobic.
Oh, I am
I
too.
think the older I get,
I'm diehard. That's why
I'm more germophobic now than ever.
I'm a reluctant handshaker sometimes too, because like if I know I can't wash my hands or put some stuff on her, whatever you call it.
That's why I give everybody knuckles. I'm a knuckle guy. Like, hey, what's up? We just bump knuckles, but. And he's saying Joe's a class act, and he really is, and he does a lot for the community and for the local music scene. And we're going to be tying some stuff in with him and the Mohawk Valley Blues Society as well. That's going to be coming up really soon. We're going to talk about that in a little bit too. So lots to look forward to, and I'm excited that we actually have this bond, this friendship with the Drive.
I wish that I could extend to other places too, because like you said, we have a lot of friends. Like when we go to visit other stations, it's like seeing old friends.
Always.
You know what I mean? And I mean, we ran into Tracy, over there as well, that we both ended up knowing. And it's just like, there's no reason for it. We're all friends. You know what I mean? Let's get along. Let's do some cool shit together.
Yeah, we could if we're all in this together, so. Whatever. She said that's why she's a hugger, Addie. Yeah, you don't want to shake each other's hands, so just hug everybody. Which should be a little weird too. I'm a hugger.
I guess if you're a female, it's better because you walk up to a girl and she gives you the fist pump.
Yeah,
it might be a little taken off. Like ooh, it's a little weird.
I'm a hugger too, though. I'm a hugger. So yeah, coming up in a little bit, we got Uncle Charley and the Meatballs, and then tomorrow's guest, Michelle Truitt, coming in. Talking about the Levitt concert series that's going to be happening at Copernic Park. See, I said it right. Nicholas Copernic, not Colin Kaepernick. I like to call it Colin Kaepernick.
Did they have
Nicholas
the lineup
Copernic. The lineup is out. It's been out for a couple weeks now. I know our boys Floodwood and our Sophistifunk's playing.
They are playing again.
Yeah, they're going to be back up on there, and they got a lot of eclectic bands this year. So we're going to talk to Michelle tomorrow, right around 4:00. About the Levitt concert series tomorrow. Looking forward to that. It'd be cool. And plus, she was one of the brains behind Flower Fest, too, so we're going to touch on that, too, tomorrow.
Jesse checking in.
Hi, Jesse.
And we're going to be doing a relay for life.
Yes, I was getting to that, actually. I was going to go in order.
I figured she was on.
All right.
Give her a little rub.
Give her a little rub, huh? Rub her down. Yes, the Relay for Life happening June 9th. We're going to be all over that, as well as our DJs, our resident DJs, Ease, Beats, and Bizz. We're going to be all over the Relay for Life June 9th over at MVCC. We're going to be walking around the quads, and we're going to be setting up, doing broadcasting, and who knows, I'd give away some prizes and maybe do some fancy stuff. I got to get that. I have a wheel in storage.
I want to do a bit where we ask listeners to what we should volunteer Gabe for. Like right in.
Yeah, would that be the question of the day?
Yeah. What should we volunteer Gabe for again?
We volunteered DJ East One for a lot of things around here. A lot. I mean, yeah, Gabe will do it, and he's like, "Sure, Bo, I'll do it." So that's actually a good question. What can we volunteer Gabe for? There's so many. The possibilities are endless with this question.
Oh, this could go good.
So that's the question of the day. What are we going to volunteer DJ East One for? Next,
dude, and we can narrow them down to a certain couple choices, put them on your wheel, and spin the wheel, and that's what he's got to do.
All right, we can do that.
We can do that. That'd be fun.
And we'll do the tomato toss at him too,
while he's DJing.
No, I don't want to ruin his equipment. I appreciate the equipment, more so than the artist. But what can we offer Gabe services for? That's a good question. We gotta figure out something for him. I don't want to have him on the street in like a bikini or something, doing like a honker pole. Remember the old honker pole?
Oh yeah,
Keeler used to do. Standing on the street corner, see how many horn beeps he gets. In a bikini though, and he says he's got abs now.
I'd like to see if we could do strap him down to a flatbed, just drive around with him DJing on a flatbed.
Yeah, like St. Patrick's Day or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun. Jesse's saying rubs are always appreciated. Indeed. Who doesn't like a good rub?
Right?
Who doesn't like a good rub? But yeah, the Relay for Life, that's happening on June the 9th. But June the 8th, we're joining up with our friends from the Home Ownership Center, and we're going to be over at the Empowerment Block Party, which is happening right down the road from our studio, as a matter of fact. And again, we volunteered our DJs, as we always do. It's always Gabe.
And it's a great event, going into an area that you know, a lot of people are afraid to go near, you know, go down, and like we're trying to bring the light back there and being like, hey, listen, you know, we can make these neighborhoods nice again,
Yes, we
and
can.
do things for people that normally.
And we're making these neighborhoods nice again.
Yeah.
I tried to do Donald Trump.
No, Donald.
No, I don't. That's drama's department. But you're right.
You know.
People are a little hesitant of going down towards James Street where the Empowerment Center is. And they're going to have a nice little block party. The UPD is going to be there barbecuing, right?
Yep.
How cool is that? Hands on Crafts where our girls from BB Design and Steamworks Ability. Seed bombs. You know this whole seed bomb thing that's going on. This has been a big thing in major markets. You got a little bomb of grass, or I'm sorry, dirt and seeds, and you just throw them. It's cool. It's what they're doing all over.
I'm glad, too, because, like, there's a lot of places around town that, like, you know, the lawns weren't taken care of. They're all, like, just dirt. Just throw the seed bombs.
Mm-hmm. And then there's going to be a lead-safe demo, which a lot of people need to get educated on lead, especially the old lead paint from back in the day. Like, a lot of these old houses here in Utica were painted with lead paint, and there's lead pipes, and so there's some poisoning going on.
They don't
with
taste the
leads.
same now. Yeah.
It doesn't. And then the fire department's going to be there, and there's going to be games and prizes and a whole bunch of great stuff going on at the Empowerment Block Party happening June 8th. We're going to be in there. We're going to be broadcasting live like we do.
Yep.
Also, our DJ is going to be there. It's going to be from 4 to 6, so if you got a couple hours to kill, come hang out with us at the D and come hang out with all the great stuff that's going to be going on at the block party. Big ups to our friends at the Home Ownership Center for putting this on.
Absolutely.
They work hard.
You know, they don't. People got to realize you bring more good people to a bad area. That bad area is gonna you're gonna take over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily a bad area. It's just perception.
Like us.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
the perception that it's bad.
They put us on James Street, and we've taken over.
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah, it's going to be a good time. The block party, I'm looking forward to it. Those girls work really, really hard, and we're going to be talking a lot about it. We're going to have Gia come on the show next week, I think, or in 2 weeks. 2 weeks she's coming on to talk more about the block party and all the good stuff. And yeah, man, I'm excited. And then after that, the Dirty Heads are going to be playing down at Saranac on that Sunday. That's June 10th. There's just a lot going on. And now we can't forget about Summerfest. We saw our good girl Gina. Hey, can you give me one of those brochures over there? We saw our girl Gina today promoting Flower Fest or Summerfest. See, there's so many festivals going on. I don't know what's what. But Gina's got it going on with Summerfest happening in downtown Utica, bringing back the vibe of good old summertime. Exciting. I'm so excited. Good old summertime was a staple in this community for so many, many years. So many years.
I mean, she's bringing Conan O'Brien's band leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really cool.
Jimmy Vivino's going to be in the house. There's also going to be a Jimmy Buffett the tribute band.
Boat Drunks?
The Boat Drunks, is that what they are? Yeah, the Drunken Sailors or something.
Boat Drunks.
It's not on this flyer, but there is on the pamphlets that she had given. And also there's a great funk band playing on Thursday, man. You know I like to get funky. You know that. That's my thing. So Summerfest is happening June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, downtown Utica. The cool thing is she's doing it, after work, all 3 nights. So after you get out of work, come on down. There's going to be beer, and there's going to be beverages and street artists and kids zone activities and a whole bunch of great stuff. For more information, go to uticasummerfest.com. We're going to have Gina on the show really soon, too. We had her on before announcing it, and now she's going to come back and promote it a little bit more, too.
And, Gina, just like Angela, they're on top of their stuff, man.
What a network we got.
I know.
What a network. Not just the Disruption Network, but it's a network inside of a network, which is inside of a network.
I know you always say we don't have a lot of female presence, but, man, the women that are surrounded by us are some boss bitches. I'm sorry to say it that way, but, man, these chicks kick ass. I'm sorry.
They do. Lucky. We're lucky we're in the circle with them.
Absolutely.
We are.
They make us look good.
Don't treat Gabe the way you treated Mike. The way I treat you, Mike?
It must be.
Do I treat you bad?
You give me a rub down once in a while.
Don't treat me bad. That Firehouse. Remember that song? Don't treat me bad.
No, they weren't one.
I don't think I treat you that bad, Mike.
No, not too bad.
I haven't beat you in a while.
No.
I think we need to bring out the brand new Sin paddle, though, for people that do act up around. Like, Gabe should get the paddle. Like, if Gabe was on tour with Brand New Sin, he'd probably get the paddle by now. About 7 times. Even being sober.
Yeah, but he probably come in and request it.
For those that don't know, for those that don't know, my buddies in Brand New Sin back in the day, if somebody got out of hand, they'd stop in the middle of the road and bend them over and give them a paddling, like everybody gets a whack type of thing. So
I think Don was talking about when I was on the Keeler show.
Ah, I gotcha.
When I was, yes.
When you were on, yeah, because you almost died on the Keeler show.
Right.
Yeah,
I almost died in bubble wrap.
In bubble wrap.
Yeah.
What a way to go. Adeline saying 1 degree of Z. Yeah, that's true. Especially in this town. It's like all you got to do. If you're from Utica? Yeah. You know Z? Yeah. I hate that asshole.
He's my cousin.
Yeah. If it's Italian, chances are there's about a 97% chance
or
that
Chinese.
I'm related to him. She's saying when you were with Rain Man and them, but I think she means Keeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you used to get beat up a little bit. Well, you were an intern though.
Yeah,
you know,
I had to walk around in my underwear.
Back then, the interns actually got abused a lot, and it was more like an initiation when you were an intern. Now it's, "Hey kid, go get me my sandwich," and there was some of that too.
Yeah, I had to go get my the bagels every morning.
You had to get bagels every morning. Yep. Yeah, that was the thing. You had to go make coffee or go to the office store, supply store, or go pick up whatever, you know.
Or go hitchhiking in your underwear carrying a watermelon down Route 12.
I love Todd's response. He says, "Yes, so when someone forgets to turn the camera, I can paddle them." The D paddle. Yeah, we should. The D paddle. I'm telling you. I think everybody on this staff would have got the paddle by now. At least
my God,
5 or 6 times, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
We all would have got the paddled. The old regime would have got paddled freaking every other day.
Or what about when you forget to turn the camera on during an interview, Todd?
Yeah.
With a rocket star.
Yeah, right. Forgot about that one, huh, pal?
You son of a bitch.
Promises, Todd. That's what Adeline's saying. She wants the paddle. Mama takes a good paddling.
She wants the D paddle.
I got to do, since we're on the subject of paddling, I have to tell this story. It was Stacy Waterman's birthday one year at the EC. I can't remember what year it was, but that's right when Brand New Sin got off the tour. And then we had the paddle at the EC for her birthday, and Damon, our boy Damon from Saranac Brewery, he stepped right up. And now, mind you, there's a band playing. Under the Gun was playing. It was loud. They're playing some 80s rock. And all of a sudden, you heard whack over the music, over everything, and everybody just all at once grimaced. Oh! You heard that right over there. And Todd saying he made good on that interview. Yes, you did. Actually, you did make good on that interview, and it actually turned out to be the best interview we had.
Yeah.
From afterwards, from that whole Modown experience, which we'll be releasing some of that stuff really soon.
Those are some great interviews. The one with Manji was great.
Yeah, that's the one that he's reverted.
Yeah, I know.
Because the one he didn't record turned into the interview with Angelo Moore and Fishbone and all that. So great content. You could check out all that stuff that we're talking about. The interview when we had Pink Schneider interviewing Angelo Moore for Fishbone. That was great. Me and the other guy just kind of sat there like, duh. He always sat there kind of, duh.
Pink Schneider on day 2.
Right.
Just to put in perspective.
Yeah. He was hilarious, though, that day. And then him walking around with his drum snare and everything. But, yeah, a lot of cool content from Modown that we did. And you can check that out, disruptionnetwork.net.
Great interviews, too, we got in there.
The one
Twiddle.
with Twiddle, and we did the one with Mont Blue, and there's another one up there with Fred Matt. We can't forget.
Oh, the Fred Matt one was great, too.
It's funny, somebody brought up the other day the time that we interviewed, and that same weekend, the girl from High Times.
Oh, yeah.
My friend Jen Bernstein. She's the chief editor over at High Times, and we interviewed her. And that was late night.
I like to get her in studio.
Yeah, it's sober, too.
Well, no, it's sober. Who cares?
I was wasted for that interview. Wasted. Absolutely hammered. So that's why we haven't put that one up.
I remember she's like, anybody getting weed? And you just see it's raining weed like everywhere. Bags of weed just came out of nowhere.
She doesn't call it weed. She calls it flour.
Oh, flour.
Yeah. She doesn't call it weed. It's all the people in the industry call it flour.
It was a different kind of flower fest that day.
But that interview was horrendous because I've watched it, and it's not good.
Oh, is that bad?
It's not good.
It sounded good when we were drunk.
Yeah, we'll do this and we'll do that. And if you recall, my boy Dan Masternardi from Westcott and at Creative Concerts, he was with us sitting in on that interview. And we pretty much booted him to get her on. We're like, oh, that's the lady from High Times. Jen, come on, sit down. And I'm like, Nardi, get out of here. If I was just saying get Mandry on the show, Mandry's been on the show a lot. And he needs to come. I don't think the last time he was on here was our anniversary party.
He was on the D line for a short period of time. He had cut some stuff off, so he stopped in for a quick bit. But I like to get him back on again because he knows a lot about sports too.
He's been traveling all over the place. It seems like
busy boy.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. As a matter of fact, we're gonna get together really soon, hang out, maybe play some music. I miss playing music. That's for damn sure. But yeah, Mandry will be on the show soon. Mandry's that go-to guy. Like if I get a cancellation or something, which I should have called him today.
When I was filling it for you last fall, I think you were at the fair, and I had nobody. Whoever had canceled, so boom, Mandry was right there, and was like, "Thank you, Mandry, you saved my ass."
Yeah,
I was like, "Nice, I got somebody to go to," and he could talk on so many subjects, so it was
hysterical.
Great. Yep,
the kid's hysterical. He's funny, and last year
I heard he could play the drums too.
Yeah, he's an amazing drummer. Last year when he was doing the Go the Distance thing on WKTV, remember he was part of that whole challenge for Go the Distance, and he was running like a lunatic on camera and doing some weird shit.
Yeah, but he wasn't
running
faking
with his
it.
tie on. No, he wasn't. But we had him on a lot. Like he came on just before that, and we talked a lot about how he was preparing for the Boilermaker, and then we talked to him and watched the video of him on the Go the Distance with him in the studio just laughing. Oh, we were crying.
We popped his cherry.
He's so funny.
We popped his camping cherry last year after the Adirondack Barbecue Fest.
That was camping cherry?
Yeah, he said he doesn't really go camping. He doesn't like outside of like a festival.
Oh.
So like we brought him to my camp. As soon as he gets out, it's dark too. And he's like, dude, you can like kill somebody out here and nobody'd ever find out. I'm like, exactly. I know.
That was fun. But yeah, Mandry's a good time.
Yep.
He said she's dying. It was sloppy funny. He is funny though. When he was on that Go the Distance thing, oh my God, I was crying. It was so funny. Absolutely hilarious. Got a lot of stuff coming up though. Not only that and Summerfest, and we're also talking about all the shows coming up with the Creative Concerts. So many things coming up with them. So we'll be doing that. And also, you just mentioned the fair. I'll be out working the New York State Fair again this year, which I'm pretty excited for because it's a fun gig. But I'll be doing my recaps like I did every night. And like last year I had Brett Michaels on, and we got a glimpse of Sly Stone's daughter and guys from Earth, Wind, and Fire, a little glimpse of Skinner back in the day. So
you guys start handing them out D stickers. So when they go on stage, maybe they put one on.
I think we were out by then. I can't remember, but excuse me. I'll be doing some recaps from the fair. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting together with my crew and doing that thing.
Now, am I correct in that Ease 1 might be there too?
No.
No?
No, that kind of fell through, unfortunately.
Oops.
Something I volunteered.
I'm volunteered him for something again.
I did volunteer him for something, and it didn't work out like I wanted it to. But it's all good. We get him for enough things around here. Chicken, we got to talk about the Grub and Gab, too.
Yes.
There's another thing that we got going on with our good friend over at O'Baby's Gourmet Sandwich Shop over there on Oneida Street. It's in between Washington Mills and Utica. I don't know if you know where the old Busy Bee or used to be over there. Kitty's used to be over there. But now it's been O'Baby's for like 6 years now.
5.
5 years. And our girl Laura is killing it over there. She's got this challenge that we've been putting up to people for a long time. Well, for about a year now. And it's called the Goliath Challenge. And it's like a triple of what they normally make. It's like 5 different meats, right? And 4 different cheeses.
Yeah, it's basically like their regular size focaccia sandwich. And then it's like double or triple the amount of stuff in it.
Triple.
So if it's like 2 pieces of tomatoes, they're going to be like 6 pieces of tomatoes in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? This thing's going to be a monster.
Yeah.
So nobody's been able to do it. They put a half-hour time limit on it. It hasn't been done yet. Just said one guy like fell asleep trying to do it. So you got to finish that sandwich, a pound of fries, and either a 2-liter of soda, or you could bring in a 40 of your choice. So, but now because nobody's been able to do it, we're not sure if it's humanly possible to do it in that time set. So we're gonna like the person who does it the fastest sets the new bar.
That's what we're doing. We're going to set the bar on the Goliath Challenge over at Old Baby's. And that's happening June 26th. Yep. We're throwing a big old party at Old Baby's, so I want everybody to come on down. We're going to have our DJs, because we always volunteer them for everything. Ease Beats and Bizz. It's a Tuesday night, so they're going to be doing their show live from there. We're going to be doing our show live from there.
Yep.
We're going to be hanging out at Oh Babies pretty much that whole Tuesday. And we're also going to be raising money for one of their employees who has cancer.
Right.
Got like stage 4 cancer. The kid's pretty sick, so we're going to be raising some money for him as well. So come on down. We're going to do some games. I think we're going to do like a little cornhole game or something like that. And I got the wheel that I need to get out of storage. And so we got some fun activities planned, but that's going down June 26th. Yep. So come on down, June 26th. It's a Tuesday night. We're
hang with the D, eat some great food.
And we're looking for more competitors for the Goliath Challenge. So if you're interested, you think you can eat a lot of food, and if you think you could beat our good friend Rich Masucci in a food challenge, or our other buddy Sam Reister.
Asshole Sam.
Yeah, and I think we got a new contestant today. I think Jeff pretty much signed himself up today.
Yeah.
Jeff Henderson from Northwestern Mutual.
Keep coming in, guys. Keep coming in with the, if you're interested.
He said he can do it. So we're going to do that around 6 o'clock, but we're going to need some competitors. I want to do 5. I think we have 3 right now. I would love to get a woman in there because I would love to see a woman kick the shit out of all these guys
absolutely.
in eating, especially Sam. That would be great. Imagine if a woman beats Sam in an eating contest. I think
it's a scary woman.
It's But we want 5 competitors. That's what we're looking at.
I think to keep it where we can put the cameras on and keep track of everything. I think any more than that will get a little confusing.
The winner is getting a bunch of stuff, too, for this stuff.
But let's keep it coming, though. Like, people want to do it, sign up. We might be doing future events. Who knows?
Yes.
So like maybe if this time you don't get in, next time.
Well, we're setting the bar.
Yep.
With this first round competition is setting the bar to figure out the time frame that people can eat the sandwich in. And you get a bunch of stuff. You get your name on the wall. You get a plaque. You get the meal. And then there might be another surprise. And we're going to throw in a little prize pack as well. So you're going to get a bunch of.
We're finalizing the prizes now. Is what we're.
And if the grand prize really really settles in, that winner is going to be eating good for the rest of their life.
Not the rest of their life,
for the next year, I should say. So. If that all falls through, but that's the Goliath Challenge. I'm pretty excited for that. That's going to be part of our all new series that we got going on here at the D called the Grub and Gab. And if there's a bar, or restaurant, or pizzeria, or any kind of eatery that wants us to come and disrupt their day, hit us up. We can come over there with our Grub and Gab series and really do some cool, creative ways of putting an event together and putting a broadcast together.
Well, like you were saying yesterday, it's summertime. We want to get outside and hit the streets, and people are, businesses are like got a lot of stuff going on, so they want to promote it. Let's have some parties, have some fun.
That's it, man. That's it. Let's have a good time. So the Grub and Gab series, if you're interested in getting involved, hit us up, disruptionnetwork@gmail.com, or hit us up through our social media tags, or however you want to hit us up. Let us know.
Carrier pigeon.
We want to come and
send a raven.
Eat your food and give it a good review and just hang out. I think it would be a lot of fun, man. What's he saying?
Dave's checking. He's in the quantity of food and the time allowed seems like a professional level that is highly, highly unlikely to be found in this area. I hope it works out, but don't have a lot of confidence in it. And it's not the time allowance has changed, Dave. We're setting the bar. You know what I mean? The half hour, nobody's been able to do it. Like you said, it seems like a far stretch. So we're gonna see what's reasonable. Like what.
Right. We're setting the bar, and
like who can actually do it.
Whoever does it, that's what she's gonna change the challenge to.
So if it turns out to be 45 minutes or an hour,
yeah,
then that's the new bar.
That's the new bar, because she was saying nobody could do it. Nobody has done it yet.
And I want to do like the best belch contest. Like while they're eating, just like, they're gonna be, especially with that 2-liter soda. What's up, Joe? Genesee Joe checking in.
Yes, Joe. We gave you some love earlier, man. And thanks for having us on.
Thanks for having us, brother.
That was a lot of fun. And I like picking songs, especially Black Sabbath, baby. Banjas is saying like Joey Chestnut level and Kobayashi level. That is like a half hour. And that's why we want to change the time of this competition.
Yep. See what the new standard's going to be.
Yes.
So maybe Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi take this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no hot dog, man. This is like something you got to really chow down on.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. What I'm interested in, like, what kind of strategies do people do? Are you gonna like take the sandwich apart? You know what I mean? That's one way you could
Or
do it.
just shove it
Just
straight
shove
in
the
mouth.
meat down in your mouth and giggity. Or you're going to eat it like a sandwich. But I imagine it's going to be really hard to get your mouth around. Man, Silbert will be crying right now.
Yeah.
But
I'm telling you, Masucci can eat. He did 40 chicken nuggets in 5 minutes when he was on the show. And that's like less than half of the professionals. The professionals did 80 chicken nuggets in 5 minutes. So Masucci's like halfway there. He can eat. And then we all know Reister can eat.
oh yeah,
Well, me and you know. I mean, we all know.
like we'd order like there'd be like a cake,
Right.
and like he'll take a whole quarter of the cake,
Yeah.
and just pound it down after eating like 5 meals worth of food.
Mm-hmm. Insane. It'll be interesting to see, though. June 26th, oh, babies, come on down and watch the mess that's going to be made. We're doing it outside. She's got that nice little courtyard.
We don't want to mess up the inside.
No, definitely not. But it's going to be fun. A lot
There's
of fun. A part of our Grub and Gab series, so that all starts.
There may be a use for a regurgitation bin.
Bandage is saying you should go on Drama's new drama show to discuss the new NFL regulations. There's new NFL regulations?
There are. I'm not completely caught up on them all, so because haven't seen the TV in like a week and a half. So I got to catch up on him before I go on his show because I know he's gonna be yelling at me with all these like the Jetsons boss there.
Who, Silberth?
No, Drama.
Oh, yeah, he yells.
Mhm.
He's a talkative one, that's for sure. You know how every group of friends have that one asshole?
I got like all assholes.
He's our asshole.
Remember we went on a camping trip up to North Lake and he's like looking around and was like a bunch of us. And he goes, would you just grab the biggest group of assholes and just put them around a campfire together? Everyone just like everybody was afraid to talk because somebody else is going to like break their balls hardcore.
Yeah.
Good times though.
Good times. But back to the old babies challenge, though, on the Goliath. We're setting the bar. That's the plan, is to set the bar and see what kind of time limit we can create for that challenge. So she could do it often. She wants to do it often, but she needs to set the time limit. Because I think half hour is a little
I got to tell you too though,
too quick.
Kobayashi and Joey Chestnut.
I don't even think Kobayashi's a professional eater anymore. I think he got kicked out.
Well, here's the thing. They're always eating like hot dogs or some kind of weird thing like this.
Raviolis.
This has got to be like the best tasting eating contest they'd ever done. You know what I mean? Like these sandwiches are legit. You know, I love going to get their focaccia sandwiches. So worst case scenario, you're eating a really freaking good sandwich.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
You know what I mean? Like
everything that she's got going on at Oh Baby's Gourmet Shop is awesome. I always get the roasted pork sandwich. If you haven't ever had the roasted pork sandwich, make sure you do
I
that.
don't think I have.
Oh, it's so good.
I've had the
Get it every time I go in.
East Sider. I've had the Fat Boy. There's so many good ones in there.
See, I'm a creature of habit. I just kind of go with, if I really like it, I stick to it.
I'm sort of like that sometimes. Like that's why I'm going there. Like when I go to Rio Grande, I get the chicken breast burritos. You know, when I go to certain places, that's what I get. But every once in a while, like over there, for some reason, they got so many great different sandwiches that I want to try them.
Yeah.
So I haven't fallen in love with just one. I'm still feeling them all out and seeing which ones I like the best. Because that East Sider is really freaking good too. So
Make some good stuff. We enjoyed ourselves when she came for our anniversary party. That was a lot of fun. We had a whole bunch of people. We were talking about Mandry being here and my boy Danny. But she catered the whole event. It was awesome.
And they won best fish fry.
No, I think she made number 11, I think. And she won the best chicken wings. Yeah.
I think she won best fish fry too.
Uh,
I do believe, and the chicken wings. But that's the first time I had their pizza and wings. Because every time I go there, I always get the focaccia sandwich. Except for one time I got the pasta fazool, which was really freaking good. But you know what I mean? Like, and then their pizza was good. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot you guys even sell pizza here. It's a great food over there.
Awesome food over there. Oh, babies, check them out. I'm looking forward to our thing to go down there. Coming up a little bit to Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. Just saying that name gets me hungry.
Uncle Charley and the Meatballs.
Gets me
That's what
hungry.
I'm saying. Like, that's completely Utica. Throwing some Half Moons and some Chicken Riggies. That's the opening band, Half Moons and Chicken Riggies. You get the whole Utica lineup.
Well, looking at their band page and looking at the names of everybody in the band, there's a lot of vowels going on. So it looks like it's going to add to our list of guests that are Italian on EC Radio. We're lingering right around 97%.
We're going to change the name to Greasy Radio.
You know what I mean?
Forget about it.
They're here now. Actually, I'm getting a little message. We're here.
Do I have to go peek my head out the door so you go to the right place?
Yeah, right. You might have to.
All right, let me.
You might have to. Why Chicken's there? I'm gonna sit here and discuss of all the great places that you can find us here on the D. DisruptionNetwork.net. Also, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all the social media platforms, as well as iTunes and Google Play and Spotify. And Chicken's lost right now. You just look so confused. So many different places you can check out the D. And also, please, please, please spread the word of Disruption Network. Click share. Click subscribe. Like, comment, share. All that social media stuff. That's what we're doing. We're also looking for I can't even talk. It's all that weed you gave me earlier.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking for some sponsors, too. So if you're interested in promoting your business, hit us up, disruptionnetwork@gmail.com. You can hit us up through social media as well. Or, oh my God,
What'd you do?
no, I'm talking to the guest.
Oh, okay. I was like, all of a sudden you just stopped, and you're like, I'm like, oh, did you break something again?
Yeah. Let's take a break, actually. I want to take a quick little break, and in a little bit we're going to have Uncle Charley, if this will ever work. Uncle Charley and the Meatballs are going to join us in just a little bit.
You think they brought meatballs?
I hope they did, Chicken.
I want freaking meatballs.
I'm a little bit hungry right now.
Damn it.
I'm a little bit hungry. You hang, it's EC Radio.
Never you mind what I'm making. You should spend some time taking a personal inventory of what you're doing for the betterment of society.
EC Radio might not be suitable if you suffer from the following symptoms.
Attention listeners, EC Radio is not responsible for unwanted pregnancies, alcoholism, domestic situations, missing brain cells, amplified voices in your head, weakened bladders, bloodshot eyes, STDs, PTSDs, ADHD, HIV, ESPNs, CNNs, rapid head movements, and spontaneous human combustion.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Passalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Passalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Yo, law infidels, that's right. It's Hacker Hameen.
This is Al Schneer from the band Mo.
Hey, this is Corey Glover from Living Color.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
Live on EC Radio with the Z-Man. So take the pizza out of your fat moron mouse. Sit back and listen before I give you a $5 face slap. You'll never forget, infidels. YOLO.
Disruption Networks. EC Radio. Disruption Networks.
Stop down to the showroom at 5046 Commercial Drive in Yorkville. See why it's easy to do business with Steve Ponte Volkswagen. That's loud. I'm really loud. StevePonteVolkswagen.net. Hit him up on the World Wide Web. 5046 Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Hit him up. If you need legal help quick, you better call Nick. Call attorney Nick Pasalacqua and his team of associates at 315-500-NICK. Hit him up on line at cnytriallaw.com. And a good quality home inspection is... Oh, I muted you, chicken. Forgot I muted you.
I gotta yell, priceless!
We'll do that again. A good quality home inspection is...
Priceless.
Thank you,
I
chicken.
feel like I should have waited for the build-up to be done.
You want to do the build-up? You don't like the build-up?
No, I just felt like it was already edging up, you know. I should have just been, like, waited, but...
You want to start all over again?
No, the time's
No,
ruined.
we're starting all over again.
Time's
chicken.
ruined.
No,
You
you
lost
called
it.
it. We're starting over again, dude.
I missed it.
Back
it's
to-
priceless. Yeah.
Back to one. A good quality home inspection is...
Priceless.
There you go, chicken. Call Josh Shimodio at Priceless Inspection at 315-525-8725 for your next home inspection. In-depth detail, reports, thorough inspections. Josh has been doing this pretty much his whole life. He knows a good quality home inspection is...
Priceless.
Nice, chicken. Call him today if you're looking to sell your home or buy a home or even to update your home. Josh could do all that for you. Call him today, 315-525-8725. Yeah, chicken. How you doing, buddy? You good?
I'm doing good.
We got some guests in the house. There's a new band on the scene. Are you guys new, pretty much? Let me get... I got to unmute the other guy.
New to us.
Technically, yes.
I got to mute the other guy. We got Tony and Frank from Uncle Charley and the Meatballs in the house with us. Thanks for coming, guys. In such short notice, too.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
They called me yesterday, and I'm going on a recommendation from Alex.
No, Alex knows music.
He does. Did he get up and rap with you guys?
Yeah, we are actually.
Hey, of course he did.
Him and I were going back and forth a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a little hip-hop, 90s hip-hop?
Yeah.
That's his forte.
Yeah, he was telling me.
90s hip-hop is his forte. You hear him singing Summertime and any kind of Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg.
I do mostly mumble rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's usually too stoned to get real words out.
He showed me a video of you guys at Lucan's, and you were telling him not to do whatever song it was, and he got up and did the song. I think it was ODB.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
You were in the background just shaking your head.
That's hilarious. So how long has Uncle Charley and the Meatballs been a thing?
Well, technically on the books, 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months?
Yeah, we started like January, but it's kind of been evolving the last 12 years or so. We used to be in a band called Sour Mash. Doing basically the same kind of thing.
Okay.
It was Larry Gillio, Adam Bishton, who's our harmonica player, and myself. Larry moved away. Frankie, actually, he was a lot younger then, just used to record our stuff. And then we needed a bass player, so he started getting into it. Yeah.
Stepped in. I went from a listener to a player.
There you go. Nice. They took you right out of the crowd and be like, "Hey, kid, you know how to play bass? Get up here." 145.
We're actually cousins, so I've known him for a while.
Ah, yeah. Well, you know, if you're Italian and Utica, chances are you're related.
Right.
I'm sure if we go down the Guinea family tree, we're all related.
Yeah.
So
how'd you guys come up with the name?
It's actually our buddy Sean Gaffney, who I believe you know.
Oh,
never heard of him.
Host of the Baseline here on the D.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night, you could check him out.
Also
Give
co-hosted
him
a lot on the D line as well.
This thing started off, like I said, it was Sour Mash, and then Larry moved away, so we just kind of dispersed or whatever. We were doing other things. I played with a couple other bands, probably most notably Last Left for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer and I kind of started that up with Mike Peak.
Yeah.
Sound Barrier. Family life, kids and stuff. Got out of that for a little while, and what we'd do is Larry would come home in Christmas time or something, and we put a show together. And it was usually like Swifties would let us play there, and they just kind of feed us and let us drink a little bit, and we just jam out for the night. And then this became a yearly thing where Swifties started, looking into it and, basically booking it a year out and saying, we can do this again because it was a big hit. And, Sean would come in and sit in, and Frankie would move the rhythm guitar.
Frankie, you're all over the place.
Utility guy.
Yeah. That's good. You need a utility guy.
So we were practicing at Frankie's one night, and every year we would change the name of this, whatever our band was, whatever.
Oh, you're one of those?
Yeah.
Let's call it something different every gig.
Exactly. So then Adam, our harmonica player, and Sean were talking. I think Sean came up with Uncle Charley and the Meatballs for whatever reason. And
it just reminds me of my
stuck.
grandmother's house.
Yeah, it just stuck.
I mean, how are you going to say no to Uncle Charlie's and Meatballs?
Right.
I was hoping you guys brought Meatballs.
Yeah, me too.
We got the Uncle Charlie's. We just need the Meatballs.
Out of everybody in the band, who makes the best meatballs?
I'm going to say myself because I know I make them. I don't know if the other guys make them.
He's biased.
He's biased.
A little biased.
I think we have a challenge coming up. A band challenge.
Let's do it. I'll be a taste tester.
Yeah.
Well, they do that meatball competition thing.
Yeah, but I want to do it with band members.
Yeah.
Have bands go up against each other, like you guys go up against, like, say, 9-ball or something.
I don't know,
Meatball
man.
make-
I kind of scary when you see some of these guys in the bands. No offense.
Yeah.
But I partied with some of these guys. I don't know if I want to eat their food.
And that would be the beauty of it, chicken. That would be the beauty of it.
I seen the butter sculpture.
Yeah, you have seen the butter sculpture. But this is Meatballs we're talking here. So I feel like you guys have been playing. I have seen the name around a lot.
Yeah, we've been pretty honored, or whatever word you want to use. Like guys like Genesee Joe and Mark Sista have helped us out, kind of get the word out there.
Excellent.
They've been real supportive. People just seem to be digging it. That's how we got talking with Alex. Actually, we finished packing up, and Frankie and I were just kind of like, let's unwind. Bar's still open, grab a beer or whatever. And Alex is sitting a couple seats away, and all of a sudden he just starts yelling and swearing at us, and we're like,
that doesn't surprise me.
What did we do? And he's going, we haven't been this busy since we bought the place. And we're like, oh, well, that's good, right? So he enjoyed it and said it was, a good night for them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of music you guys doing? You doing originals, covers, a little bit of both?
It's mainly covers, blues covers. Just kind of put, I don't want to say our own spin on it because, we keep it, as close to the song as we can. But, we jam out on it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of whatever we're feeling at the time. But we'll sprinkle in some classic rock and, we got some Tracy Chapman, Jim Croce, stuff like that we sprinkle in there. Couple originals we're working on. We got 2 right now that we actually play out. But other than that.
You guys frequent the open mics?
Not too much.
No.
We do hit up the blues jams sometimes, the Mohawk Valley Blues Society.
Excellent.
Which is always a good time. A lot of good players down there.
We're talking to them. They got their picnic coming up soon, too.
Yeah.
We're talking to them about that really soon. So
that's how Adam and I met years ago when it first started. His dad, Rob Bishton.
Right, he used to be the president.
The founder, right.
Okay, I was going to ask if there was a relation.
Yep.
Rob Bishton, here's a little fun fact about Rob Bishton. He was Fish's original manager.
Oh, wow.
He was like their very first manager of Fish back in the day.
Yeah, he goes way back.
Way back in the early 80s. Fish got their start, in 83. So he was right around that time in Vermont. That's a little fun fact about him. When he told me that, I was freaking out. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, right?
But Rob's a good man and did a lot of great things with the Blues Society. And I'm glad to see the Blues Society still continuing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they have some awesome jams, awesome players.
Yeah. Now, do they have one set place that they do their jams at, or do they kind of bounce around a little bit?
Yeah, it's Utica Brews.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
They're still over there.
Yep, I think it's the second Wednesday of the month.
Second Wednesday, yep.
Second Wednesday a month.
Do you guys frequent that a lot then, huh?
As much as we can.
Yeah,
as much as we can. Like I said, that's kind of where we came up, Blues Society. I got to know a lot of those guys like George Devaney, John Hudson, playing with the late
great players.
Al Nathan.
And I see you're wearing the Al shirt.
That's right.
Al was a great friend. I loved him dearly.
Yeah, he was. I worked with him at Kennedy, so when he needed a drummer, I was, probably 5 or 6 down the list. But he'd give me a call when he needed somebody. It's I got to play with Al, and I got to know all those guys.
I loved Al. He would come down to the EC, and he'd pull up in his van, and he'd bring me like a loaf of bread or some kind of pastries or something because he had the bakery in Old Forge.
Oh, gotcha.
And he would be that guy. He would work around the clock. I don't think that guy ever slept.
No.
And so he would come to the EC with a loaf of bread or some pastries, and he'd bring them to me, and, this is great, Al, thank you, we'd hang out and stuff, and then he'd be like, all right, so can we book a gig? And I'm like, how can I tell a guy who just brought me food that you can't have a gig here? I'm like,
he knew what he was doing.
You got me every time, Al. It was good. He was a great man, absolutely great man.
Like you wouldn't book him anyway.
Right. Al was a monster on the keys.
He was.
Man. He was a monster.
And he knew everybody, he played with everybody, and like I said, I owe a lot to him.
And he taught over at Kennedy, and plus had the bakery in Old Forge. I mean, the guy worked.
Yeah.
He worked, and plus gigged at night.
Yeah,
amazing human being.
The tribute to him last year was a big hit at Stanley. We took this year off. I think we're going to do it again next year.
Oh, cool.
That was really cool to have all those bands. It was like we did a promo on the Keeler show, and he said it's like Saranac Thursday all in one day because we had, everybody, Blue Streak, Showtime, Last Left. Everybody was there. Fritz Polka. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, big ups to our boy Fritz.
Yep.
He's been on the show before. I love Fritz.
We
I think
gave
pretty
out
much everybody he just mentioned, I think, was on the show.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's such a tight-knit community. We're just,
It is.
glad
We talk
to be
about
part
this
of it.
a lot back in the day. Like, the bands never really got along. It was more of a competitive thing.
Yeah, it was cutthroat.
But nowadays, everybody pretty much it's a community now.
Yep.
And it's cool. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it
It
definitely
really
is.
Instead of just competing with each other and trying to detune each other's instruments and whatever, banging each other's girlfriends or whatever. Now it's a
They're probably still doing that, but
Well, yeah. Well, no, now they just share.
yeah, I was gonna say it's with permission.
But anyways, it's more of a community thing now, and it's good. Everybody helping each other out, and things like the Blues Society Jam. That's how you form bands that way. You form groups by coming to these open mic nights or these jam sessions, and you meet people and network a little bit, and then all of a sudden you see all these bands start forming. So it's great to see, man.
I mean, you get to play with a lot of different styles and stuff too. So I mean, it just helps you as a musician.
Yeah, right on. What do you guys do for daytime jobs?
I work at the New York Power Authority up in Marcy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm an electrical engineer over there.
Right on.
So.
Oh, so you're like all grown up and stuff.
Yeah, you're an adult. What do you do? You're an adult.
I put in my time, yeah.
No wonder he's literally the utility guy.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Tony, you still up at the school?
Yeah, I'm a math teacher.
Oh, you're a math techer.
Oh.
Nice. Chicken can use your help.
Yeah, definitely.
Anytime.
Shit ain't adding up.
Man, I know. I really, really appreciate you guys coming in here and coming in at short notice. Like, I had a guest cancel. So, what are you guys doing? You want to pop in? And he's like, sure.
Yeah.
Bring
This is a
guitars.
great place.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. And, if you could just do us a favor, too, when you get home, just share the Facebook page or share the...
Would you guys like an Uncle Charlie or a water or something?
Yeah, help yourself.
Yeah. Uncle Charlie sounds good.
Yeah.
I can go for Uncle Charlie.
They figure, come on, these guys named themselves Uncle Charlie. They got to at least
That's where it
have
came
beer.
from, right?
Absolutely.
I think the conversation was, how a lot of blues bands are so-and-so and the whatevers, so that's, I think, how Sean came up with it. Because we're obviously fueling up during a rehearsal or whatever.
Uncle Charlie and the Meatballs. It's
I know you can't give yourself that name and not drink it, especially on
Right.
this show. It's one of our proud sponsors.
Yeah.
So big ups to our people over at Saranac and Utica Club, and make sure you check out all the great concerts going on there this summer. More information on all the great concerts, cctix.com and saranac.com.
just for a side note, when, being this is Memorial Day weekend, we got in a conversation about buying beer, and when I go camping, I like UC Light. Not a lot of people are like, UC Light? No. UC Light when you're camping is great because you're going to be drinking pretty much the entire weekend. If you drink UC the entire weekend, you're going to be freaking hammered.
Yeah.
At least UC Light, I can keep drinking and not going to be a complete mess. So that's my PSA today. If you're going to go camping, drink UC Light.
Depends on where you're camping, too, if you got toilet paper or not. And
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
I think that's a rule of thumb with any beer. But, yeah.
Is that your preferred beer, though? Uncle Charlie's?
For the most part, I'm kind of all over the place, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank?
Tried and true.
There you go.
Boy. Attaboy. It's what we grew up with,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's what I was stealing from my parents when I was a kid.
It was Matt's at the time, though.
That's
wasn't
right.
it?
Yep.
Which it was the same formula,
Yeah.
just different packaging.
I don't remember what Matt's tastes like, obviously.
My father,
UC.
my father swears they're
That's what
different.
it tastes like. What you're drinking right now, that's what it tastes like.
My father swears they're different.
It wasn't.
Swears.
It wasn't.
I know.
I have professionals that work down there that told me it was the same thing, just different packaging. The day we found out was like a bummer kind of day. I was like, oh, really?
I remember the beer balls, though, man. I miss those.
Oh, yeah.
The Matt's beer balls.
I don't know why they don't bring those back. Just for the nostalgia factor, how many people would be
Just a
all
limited
over that.
run. Yeah. Just do a limited run of beer balls.
Right. So then afterwards you could turn them into like fancy lights and
Right.
stuff like that, or buoys in the water and stuff like that.
Yep.
Or you know what they could do? Now that the growlers are all the rage, now refillable beer balls. Like you could refill them with whatever hipster beer you want or whatever. Just refill them.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea, chicken. Scott Larison saying Anthony and Frankie, we're getting some love out there. So you got some friends out there.
All right.
Let's talk about your band. Who's in the band?
All right, well, it's me and Frankie. Obviously, we have Adam Bishton, who we mentioned, harmonica player. And then we got Steve Shane on guitar. And his wife, Kelsey, sings a handful of songs with us also.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So they kind of split it up a little bit with the singing, or?
Yeah, we kind of we don't have a lead singer. We all just kind of do whatever we fit. None of us are real, singers. So we just kind of mix it up, and whoever knows the words to the song is pretty much who sings it.
Do you guys write any music? Do you have anything written?
Yeah, Steve wrote a song. Actually, it's one of the 2 originals we do. So we got his song that he wrote. It's called "Can't Break Free from the Blues," and then Adam's got a song that we call "Trunk Junk." That came back a long time. It was just instrumental, but it's an instrumental jam. He kind of kicks it off with the harmonica.
And the cool part about that song is it changes every time we play it. It's never the same. Adam will pick up a harmonica, whatever key. He'll just go to town, and then we'll all come in, and we'll make something cool out of it. So,
great!
It's a lot of fun for us, and it's something new for everybody watching. So
It's pretty cool. How'd you stumble upon that? They're just changing it up every time. Just it happened, or was that?
Well, he'll
planned
start
out?
with like the riff, and the riff is kind of just along the same lines. It's not always exact, and then we'll just kind of whatever everybody's feeling at the time, just come together on it. And I think a lot of that comes from, like I said, coming up at the blues jams and playing with different guys all the time, and you just kind of improvise, and that's what keeps it fresh and fun.
It's a lot of fun
really
when
cool.
you can improvise and then get locked in back right into the pocket.
Yeah.
Nothing better than the pocket. You just look around. And I say this a lot too. When you're jamming and everybody's just smiling and you're in that groove, there's nothing better, man.
All right. Well, Frankie, Adam, and myself have been playing together for so long that it's almost we know where the other one's going when that does happen,
Mhm.
And Steve, we came up through, Steve used to be at all the Crazy Fools shows and all the Sour Mash shows. We did a lot together back in those days, and Steve was always there, so he knew a lot of the material before he even stepped in. So it works. We were all kind of buddies before the whole band thing, so we're all on the same wavelength.
Yeah, that's good, man. And you mentioned the Crazy Fools, man. They've been doing it for a while, and they still they have families now, and everybody's got kids. They're still out there doing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as much as they were because of the family aspect, but they're still out there doing it. They're playing Saranac Thursday, and they just got done playing the Dev, and they're active.
Right, yeah.
It's good to see. That's some longevity right there.
I played lacrosse in high school with Johnny and Ryan.
Oh, did you?
So that's how we met them, coming up through Larry, our old guitar player. I told you played lacrosse. So we all knew each other. And they were kind of already established as the Crazy Fools when we were Sour Mash. And they did a lot to help us, too, just kind of open it up for them, certain shows and stuff like that. And then we'd get a show and we'd have them open. It was awesome. It was just like...
Did you play Landstock?
Yeah.
I've been to one Landstock.
I think that's where I remember you now.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to
Probably there or the EC or whatever, but yeah.
I don't remember any of that. Sorry, those are my blackout years.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
You'd be like, hey, Z, and you turn me like, who the fuck is that?
Now I just ignore everybody. I just keep walking.
Well, I saw a couple weeks ago you had Paulie and Marissa on here, right? Because they got the old EC spot, and they're really trying to do a good job down there, keeping the live music.
Up at Wakely's, yeah.
And they've been real good to us, too.
In fact, now that we're mentioning it, we're doing an EC reunion July 20th over there with Peter Prince and Moon Boot Lover. That's going to be a great time. So
it's going to be an awesome time.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. People are wondering about tickets. It's not going to be a ticket thing. It's just like $5 at the door type of thing. Just come hang out with us, and we're going to have a great time with Peter Prince and Moon Boot Lover. But what Wakely's is doing, because at first when they first launched, they had all those rules and dress codes, and you couldn't use your cell phone, and it's not like that anymore.
Right, no.
When Paulie came over and took over and Marissa came over,
yep,
they threw those rules right out the window, which they should, and now they're starting to build it back, and they got some great entertainment in there, and it's cool.
They're extremely friendly.
Yeah, and the place looks great. It looks better than ever. I couldn't ever even put a twist on that place.
The bathrooms look nice.
Yeah, for once. For once.
The sound and equipment they put into there, the money they spent on that, it's a great place for a live show.
Yes.
Yes.
It really is. It's such a nice place. And I feel bad that the situation, how it started, but he's making a lot of effort to change that. So good for him.
Yeah, good for him. We definitely want to do a
You guys play over there?
We want to do a hump
Yeah, that was actually our first official show Paulie gave us over there at Wakely's.
How'd it go?
It was, we're here now, so yeah, it went pretty well. He had us back. I think we've been there, 4 times now?
Yep.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, 4 times now. So Kevin takes good care of us over at the Sanctuary. We've been there a bunch.
Nice.
We're actually, as soon as we leave here, we're heading over to set up at the Killabrew. We're there tonight.
Great, you guys are busy.
They're clams and jams. Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
They bandage checking. He says Sour Mash and the Fools, man. That brings me back to the Devereaux work days.
The old Devereaux days.
The old Devereaux days. He's also saying Roll Tribe.
That's right. Me and Dave are the only Cleveland Indians fans, I think, in Utica. So
They crushed last night.
Yeah, they did. 10-1.
They beat the shit out of the Cubs last night.
Yeah.
They look good. Dave is the only guy that I know will make trades. He's in our fantasy baseball league, and he's the only guy that wants all Indians on his baseball team. It's like, seriously? He wants every Indian he could possibly get on.
I want
he
him
just
to-
made a trade with Gaffney for more Indians.
I want him to play fantasy football. He's a Browns fan.
That might be okay this year, though. We'll see.
Yeah, I know, right?
Are
Might
you a
have a
Browns
chance.
fan too?
No. I'm actually Steelers and Penguins, and then Cleveland and Cavs.
Wow. How about you, Frank? What's your sports teams?
I like the Celtics, Bruins. So Celtics.
Celtics.
Got that going on.
You're a Boston guy.
Yep. No, well, I'm a Yankee fan in baseball, and then Dallas in football.
Right on.
Oh,
Tonight's 2-2, right?
I gotta take back that bell for the Dallas comment.
Celtics and Cavs tonight.
Game
Game 5.
Tied up.
It's tied up at 2 right now.
2 up.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Going back and forth.
Yeah, I got family in Ohio, just Canton, where the Football Hall of Fame is, just south of Cleveland.
Oh, cool.
So I'm heading out there this weekend to actually go visit them, and we're gonna catch the Cavs game Friday and
Wow, are you really?
Saturday. We're not gonna be there. We're gonna watch it.
Oh, okay.
Saturday we're actually going to the Indians.
Have you been to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, many times.
Have you gone for like the induction ceremonies and stuff?
Oh yeah. When I was a kid, I used to spend my summers out there.
I think this year is one of the best crops. I mean, like you look at these guys, and there's no argument like who's going. I mean, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis, Dawkins. I mean, there's some solid names in there, man.
And they just redid that whole stadium, so now it's like an NFL stadium. It used to be you'd go sit and watch a game, and it was like going to Proctor or Whitesboro High School to watch these NFL guys. You're right there, and they just made it more of an NFL stadium now. But even before they put in the new seats, I'd go as a kid, and they'd let you just walk in. I mean, it wasn't the way it is now. You'd walk in and you'd sit on the grass and watch the game, and it's crazy.
Huh.
And that was for the the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah. Now it's money. Now it's
it's always money. Of course it is.
Yeah.
And Progressive Field's nice. I've been there.
Yeah, it's a really nice stadium. They just did a couple upgrades last year to that.
Yeah. And the Indians have been playing good the last couple of years. If it doesn't rain in Game 7 against the Cubs, they win that game. If it doesn't rain, if that rain delay does not hold up,
nope.
Don't blame it on the rain.
The Indians, all right, Millie Vanilli. the Indians win that World Series.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'd like to see them get one though. That's been
They have to. I think they're the longest drought now, right?
1946.
The Cubs won, yeah.
46.
Yeah.
The longest drought in sports right now.
Yeah.
Well,
the Cubs were, but they took care of that. So.
Yeah. You couldn't hate the Cubs winning the World Series though that year. I know it beat your team and stuff, but you can't hate on the Cubs for winning that one.
No, I told anybody that would listen, if Indians had to lose to somebody, I'm glad it was the Cubs. You know?
Yeah, seriously. Dave's going,
Still too soon.
So it's 1948. 1948 is the last time. But, I would love to see the Indians win a World Series eventually one of these years. This year, though, I don't know. There's some good teams out there this year. Houston's on a roll. The Yankees are crushing. Boston's tough.
Yeah, they just finished the series with Houston. That's who they're playing this weekend again.
And then the Indians are starting to pick it up a little bit because they didn't start off too hot.
No, their bullpen's not what it was.
Yeah. But they're picking it up a little bit too. And then there's a couple surprises out there as well. And the Diamondbacks have been, and the guys out in the West and the NL. But yeah, music and sports. That's what pretty much goes on around our lives, man.
Envy you. You get to talk about it every day.
Not the sports side, though.
So have you guys checked out the Baseline yet?
Yes.
See,
obviously, because Sean's on it, so I was watching it the other day, and
they're killing it. Yeah. They are absolutely
doing a great job.
I'm so proud of those guys. For two guys that have never done like a radio format or a podcast at all ever in their lives, they're doing great, and they're getting a lot of interaction, and a lot of people checking them out. So.
Right out of the gate too. I mean, I caught the first episode of that, and I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
The season hasn't even started yet, and they're already like on top. They're on top of everything, and they did a really nice job.
They are killing it, and they're Mr. Sabermetrics.
Yeah, their info, their stats is unbelievable. Like
Gaffney's on top of his analytics like that. And like give him a stat, he's like boom, and he's got it.
Yep. He's a fact checker. I'd usually have Gaffney follow around Trump. Just fact check him everywhere he goes.
I need a fact check. I got chicken. He stares at his phone, but he doesn't know how to use it.
I don't know what this thing does.
Exactly.
I only sold them. I didn't use them.
But no, they're doing really well, and you can check out the Baseline here on the D every Sunday night, usually around 6-7 o'clock. They kind of change up their times a little bit, but it's usually right around 6-7 o'clock. You can never get a definitive time out of them because they're busy.
They're busy.
They're
I mean,
busy.
He plays in a band. They got family. They got work.
Actually, I don't think they're on this Sunday because it's Memorial Day weekend, though.
Oh, right.
Believe how quick Memorial Day snuck up on us?
Yeah, it's crazy. It was like the winter would never end, and now here it is.
Boom. And then tomorrow will be winter back,
Yeah.
You're right, though. It felt like the winter was never going to end.
Yeah.
It just got worse, and everybody gets miserable. But it went from one day it was winter, and then it went to spring for one day. And then it went back to winter for like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And then it went back to spring for one day, back to winter, and then all of a sudden it's summer.
Nope.
Well, then it went spring, summerish, and then winter for one day.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
back.
yesterday.
No.
We see those memes on Facebook
Flower
and
Fest.
stuff where it's like, you are here, and then there's like fourth winter, it goes through all this stuff. It's kind of funny.
It's like we're on air, and I'm like wearing a hat, gloves, jacket, freezing my ass off. Next day, I'm shorts.
Yep.
I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
It's bipolar Mother Nature.
Yep.
And only in upstate New York do we talk about the weather all the time.
There was a great pic. I think it was last year or the year before. Up in Old Forge, there was a motorcycle and a snowmobile at the gas pump together. I'm like, only in New York do you get that. Like,
I believe it.
So true. So true.
Crazy.
So what do you guys got big summer plans for Uncle Charley and the Meatballs?
We're trying to pick up what we can. Yeah. Actually, Joe Sweet just messaged me today looking for
Joe who?
our Fridays and Saturdays. Try and get us into a couple more dates with Piggies. Like I said, that one went really well, and hopefully get into Lucan's there.
Yeah, good.
We'll
You
have
should be playing there.
We'll have a nice little rotation.
Melissa Williams saying best blues band in town. Hey, Frankie.
Nice.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thanks for checking in. Melissa, do me a favor and click the share button. Get the word out of Uncle Charley and the Meatballs and the D and the EC Radio.
That's only because Matt LeMayo moved to L.A.
Did he move to L.A.?
Yeah, he's in L.A. now.
Wow.
He's getting ready to take over the world.
Nice.
Amazing talent. And shit, I was watching that kid play when he was 13 years old.
Yeah.
And what a talent he was. Oh, that's cool. He went to L.A.
Yeah. Again, another guy I met through the Blue Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was teaching at Kennedy for a little bit before he left, so I knew him through work too.
His brother's a whipping guitar player too.
Yeah, I think he's in the city, right?
He was in Jersey last night,
Okay.
but yeah, he could be. And he was definitely in that vicinity, but whipping guitar player. Wow, kid wailed. And another one, he wailed when he was like 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
And Matt too. Matt can sing, play harmonica. He went down to Nashville for a while, right?
Yeah, I think Memphis. But yeah,
Memphis.
same thing.
And then he came back up. But LA is where you got to go. If you want to be seen, it is a grind, though, in LA. Like, you got to work and work and work and work. And it's, like we talked about earlier, how it's not competitive now.
Mm-hmm.
But where you go to LA, the music
right.
is super competitive.
Yeah, I mean, what do you got? New York, L.A., and Nashville, right? I mean, that's where you're going to go.
Yeah. We're essentially located being here in Utica because you can go to Syracuse, go play Dino, go to Rochester, play Dino in Rochester, Funk and Waffles.
Yep.
Go to Albany. There's another Dino in Albany too, in Troy. So there's a bunch of different places you can go and play, spread your music, and still come home.
Plus, yeah, if you want to go out to Philly, it's not that crazy.
5 hours.
Yep.
You go to New York City in 3 hours. Well, if you drive like me, about 3 hours. You be in Buffalo, and you could be in Canada in 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it's very centrally located. And I tell a lot of the young bands that were like, oh, this town sucks. Really, it doesn't suck. I mean, there's a lacking in venues, but it's centrally located. If you want to go out there and really hone in your craft and practice your riffs and stuff, you can just keep good. You could play open mic nights in Syracuse and
even a little
drive
closer though.
40 minutes away.
You got Sylvan Beach, you got Old Forge, places like that. They're constantly busy during the summer seasons.
Yeah.
Do you guys get up to Old Forge at all?
Yeah, actually, the front door, back door diner there.
Big Al. That's our man Albert.
Yeah. So Albert's gonna get us in there. I know Tommy, the co-owner there, and I DJ'd a little bit with Albert up there.
I think they need a grub and gab.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, great food up there. They used to own Greco's, and then Last Left actually got their start at Gigi's, who is Tommy, the owner of Front Door Back Door. It's his little sister. She had Gigi's out there. That's where Last Left got their start. So that's everything's connected,
I seen Spence the other day, man. Those guys are killing it.
Yeah, they are.
They're really doing well.
Yeah, we just did last week. I did an acoustic show with him at the Harp. It was a lot of fun.
Super talented.
I feel
he's
like
another one. I watched him play at 14 years old too. He was a kid.
He just dropped his single yesterday.
I seen that.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
See, I think like you guys like at a Dakers or the Back Door or places like that makes a lot of sense. I mean, people are on vacation, they want to come out and enjoy themselves, listen to a great band. I think that's in the summertime, that's where I would want to be.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I would
And
try
you
to be
Forge,
playing
come
Old
on.
Forge once a month if I was out there gigging.
I'd try doing every weekend. Give me a weekend gig.
But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there's so many bands, and there's only so many venues, and it's tough getting open dates. But
That's the problem in Utica. In the summertime, you could play in the summertime in Utica, but in the winter, it's tough to play.
I feel like there's a lot of events to play in Utica during
Right.
the summertime. Summerfest, and there's the brews at the zoo or whatever it is, and a lot of things like that you could attach yourself onto during the summertime, not just playing bars and
right
things like that.
Yeah.
I think getting our official start, in January, February, a lot of people have their summers booked up, stuff like that. So we're getting in where we can, and hopefully it just keeps rolling, and we get better and get a little bit more next year.
And there's cancellations.
Yeah,
all up right now. Like slide right in.
The best advice is just keep plugging away. Just keep doing your thing and keep playing. Keep up on those chops and have fun.
Well, I don't know if Spencer wants me to let you in on the secret, but that's where Last Left came up with the name. When we first got started, it was like whatever was open, we'd play. We were the last ones they called, so we were the last left. But it was a play too, because his dad Jim had a band. It was when he was a kid. It was Next Right. So it just fit. It was perfect.
The Next Right, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And what was his band? Kill the Puppet.
Kill the Puppet. Yeah,
they were great.
That's where Spencer got his start. Yeah, they were real good.
And then I remember Spencer's other band, Blackfoot Jack.
Yep.
Was it Blackfoot Jack?
Blackfoot Jack.
Yeah, they used to come and play a lot. And again, he was a kid back then. I want to say he was 16, 17 years old at the time.
Oh, Adam's a hell of a drummer. His brother too. So
Really
super
is.
talented.
Yeah.
Family.
You really are. Is he still playing too, Adam?
Adam, he's with Half Assass.
Is he
Last I
still
knew.
with them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last I knew.
Good, you're catching me up to date with all.
Yeah, right. It's all
I'm out
it's all
of the loop.
intertwined.
I'm out of the loop.
That's why I told Genesee Joe that we're kind of the Kevin Bacons. Like just everybody's connected,
Yeah.
one degree separation from Z. 1 degree from Z.
Yeah, 1 degree separation. See, right? That's what Addie said earlier. It's funny. Nice, man. You got some upcoming dates you guys want to plug?
Sure. We're at Killebrew tonight, and then like I said, Joe's getting back to us with some dates for the summer. Piggy Pats and Lukens will be there. Same thing with Paulie at Wakely's and Kevin at the Sanctuary. Those are kind of our spots. We got some Wednesdays we're doing, like we're this tonight, obviously, at the Killebrew, and then next month and the next 3 months, Wednesday at the Killebrew. I don't have the exact dates on me right now. And then we're also doing Wednesdays at Old School.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll be
Great
there on
spot.
Wednesday nights, too.
The full band or just acoustic?
Full band.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they're gonna at Old School. They're gonna have a Meatball and Uncle Charley special
That's
the nights
right.
we play. So
That's right.
See, here we go.
That's the time.
Look at all the promotional ideas that could go
Yep.
along with this.
Scott Larson says Piggy Pats was smoking. He says the barbecue was good too.
You guys are ripping it up. That's good, man.
Just looking, I got my calendar all full. I'm just looking for dates. But yeah.
How many songs you got in your repertoire?
Oh, geez. Like that we play out?
Yeah.
The list last I looked was at about 50.
Yeah.
And everything we've been playing has been 3 hours, so we're not playing everything. And we got the 2 originals that we play out right now. We're working on some others.
Which one's your favorite? Like, what's your favorite to play?
Oh, geez.
I know it's like picking out your favorite kid, but
well, we do. You want to go first?
I'd have,
It's
to,
probably
I'd have
the
to say
same.
messing with the
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, messing with the kid.
That's a fun one. It's a lot of fun.
both agreed then, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
We mix it up. I don't know if I want to give it away because it's like our finale or whatever. But well,
It's your encore song.
yeah, we either end the first set or the night with it.
It's
but-
your Freebird.
yeah, it's our Freebird exactly. It's no, we play
a lot of
it.
dynamic changes and
Yeah,
a lot of energy, high energy song. It's a lot of fun.
we play it the way the Blues Brothers played it to begin with, and we end it. And everybody thinks it's done, and then we come back in. It's kind of slow and funky, and then we just gradually speed it up until we can't hang on anymore, and then we just stop it.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun.
Right on. The Fire Phoenix #2 out over in Twitch land right now wants to know if anybody knows Dutch.
I know a Dutch.
I know. Yeah.
I think we all know a Dutch.
I think they mean the language Dutch.
Oh.
Does anybody express Sie Deutsch?
No.
No express Sie Deutsch?
I
don't know any Dutch. Double Dutch?
I usually use zigzag.
Yeah. Philly Blondes. No, but Thanks for checking in, Fire Phoenix number 2. We appreciate you checking in. Thank you so much. And there's another one on here, but I'm not going to mention what they said.
Oh, that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got some trolls. We always get some trolls here and there. Right now, though, forget the trolls. We're hanging out with Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. Where's the rest of the Meatballs? They couldn't make it? They're working?
They're working, yeah. Adam's a mechanic, so he can't get out yet. And Steve is a teacher and a coach. He's coaching girls lacrosse. They just won their first sectional game, so they got another game to get ready for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closed. It's sectional time right now.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Dave said he took Dutch in college, but he doesn't remember any of it.
Yeah, I didn't.
That doesn't help.
Yeah. But Fire Phoenix number 2 is saying meatballs are delicious. So.
Yeah. Well, it depends on who makes them, right?
It all depends on who makes them. Right. Your band name reminds me of my grandmother's kitchen, though.
That's a good thing, all right.
Uncle Charlie's Meatball.
I could just smell it right now. It's just, I could put myself there. You know how you could just put yourself there?
Mm-hmm.
Fire Phoenix number 2 is also saying that they like chicken.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Or
like
the food.
No, I think you.
Oh, cool.
I think you got a fan out there.
Awesome.
You should get a fan page.
It's probably a dude.
Follow him on Instagram. ChickenHawk28.
Is there a, what's the name?
Fire Phoenix number 2.
Is there a Fire Phoenix number 1?
I don't know.
Oh, should probably learn that. I don't
Yeah.
see a ring.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, she says you're a fan. I don't know if it's a she or a he, but you have a fan, Chicken.
Cool. Thanks.
That's good. I like it. Follow my
Awesome.
Instagram.
Sweet.
Oh, there is a Fire Phoenix number 2.
Number 1.
Number 1. There's another
I'm not
one.
even looking at it.
I want to know how many Fire Phoenix there are in the world, actually.
Is there
might be a
Fire
couple. They're
Phoenix
like
69?
It is a he. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that for me, Fire Phoenix number
Is that Dutch?
Are you Dutch, Fire Phoenix number 2?
Survey says.
C. Is that, how do you say yes in Dutch? Deutsch.
If I know. Yes in Dutch?
I think it's ja. Right? Ja. Ja.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. No reply. Yeah, he's Dutch.
Nice.
Nice.
Dutchy boy.
Well, thanks for checking in. Where are you from? I'd like to know where you're from, actually.
If that's Dutchy, it's Marky.
Is it? I don't think it's Marky Dutch.
You don't think so?
Oh, man. They're from Dutch.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave says yeah, but with a J.
Ja, so it's J. So I was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave knows. Dave's our fact finder around here.
That's right.
He's on top of stuff. All we have to do is, if he's watching and we know he's watching, is be like, hey, Dave, can you find out who won the batting title in 1938? And like 5 seconds later, he's got it.
Yeah.
There's one day we're sitting here talking about history or whatever, and I'm like, where's Dave? Where's Dave? We need a fact checker here.
Well, yesterday, I was watching yesterday, and he was on about Childish Gambino and his dad's name. And it was like,
how does he know this stuff?
Right.
He knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
Either he's really good on the computer or he just got a memory bank that's just unreal.
Well, he does. Both. He's a smart man.
smart kid.
He is a really, really smart man. He is. He's saying Der Netherlands.
Der.
You mean the country's not called Dutch? Kidding. I'm kidding.
Dutchland.
Well, thank you, Fire Phoenix number 2, for checking in. We appreciate you. We've gone international around here, Tony.
There you go.
We've got thousands of downloads from Japan. I'm serious. Like, how do they know about us in Japan? But I talked to some girl on Twitter. It's just they're very infatuated with American podcasts.
Oh.
So they try to accumulate as much as they can. And they hit me up on Twitter and say, hey, cool, we listen to you all the time. I was like, damn.
That's awesome.
You understand me? I'm from East Utica.
Yeah.
Nobody understands you.
Nobody understands me, right?
East Utica is spelled with a CH in there somewhere, right?
We've been all the way to
Yes,
Poland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Utica.
You know. I'm telling you, if we really think about this, we're probably related.
Yeah.
We sit down and...
Well, just down the street, I don't know if you've seen the chapel. It's my grandfather on there.
Oh, yeah?
Peter Don went to chapel by Mount Carmel.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Okay.
so-
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time down here when I was a kid. This area. Yeah.
It's got a little place in your heart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ben Netherlands is his name. So thank you, Ben. And he is Dutch.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ben, for checking in. I appreciate you checking in. And tell all your friends. Spread the word about EC Radio and Disruption Network. We got a lot of cool content here on the D. Right?
Yep.
And none of it's Dutch.
I'm going to call him Dutch now.
Dutch. Yeah. Well, yeah, we're going to call him Ben Dutch.
What was his nickname on there?
Ben Netherlands.
No.
Oh, the Fire Phoenix.
Fire
It's
Phoenix.
Jacob. Now I'm confused. Now he's saying his name is Jacob. Jacob Dutch. The Fire
Nice.
Phoenix number 2.
Fire
And
Phoenix
the
number
Fire
2.
Phoenix number 1 is probably a significant other, I'm thinking.
Nice.
But we're hanging with Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. Now just saying your name over and over again, I'm getting hungry.
I was hoping you guys were bringing in meatballs. I didn't care if they
I
were
didn't
Swedish
say that.
meatballs. I didn't care if they were like Italian meatballs. Just meatballs.
Maybe next time.
How do you make your meatballs?
Oh, that's what you gotta do. You gotta like in one of your shows, just start throwing meatballs at people.
Raw meat.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get asked back after that. I can't tell you how I make meatballs. My grandmother's recipe.
All right. See, that's a true Italian boy right there.
You can't, man. Nana hit you with that wooden spoon.
Yeah.
A lot of breadcrumbs and a lot of cheese. I love grated cheese.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my technique.
And maybe some wine.
Oh, Ben Netherlands means I am Dutch. Okay, he's throwing some Dutch. Now I'm Tawny Katane.
Dave goes, what are they, guar? Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah, right. That would be funny, though, throwing meatballs. Or if you did, we used to do this thing back in the day with Floating Noah. It was the night before Thanksgiving, and they would make a big turkey and, like, serve turkey dinner. And there would be a dude on stage just carving turkey, giving it out to people and stuff, which I thought was a pretty neat idea. That could be something. Maybe you could bring your grandmother in and get her a little frying pan on stage.
I don't know if you want me to bring my grandmother in.
No?
She's been gone for a couple of years.
All right.
Sorry. But
There you go.
I'm surprised they didn't put you guys in like the meatball. Oh, because you haven't been around that long.
Well, that's what I started to say, actually. We contacted them, and they had already, we got started, like, it was like 3 weeks before we found out that thing was going on. We're like, hey, this would be pretty awesome, but they're like, sorry, we already got our entertainment booked, but keep us in mind for next year.
What is that, Meatball Madness?
Yeah.
Perfect tie-in.
Yeah.
Now there's Firefox Gaming that's checking in and says hello, and they're a fan of chicken as well.
Well, I think.
Dude, you got a lot of fans on the Firefox community. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
It's blowing my mind right now, too.
Nice. Cool.
That would be a great co-op, though, you guys playing the Meatball Madness gig.
Yeah, right?
How much fun would that be?
Absolutely.
I didn't realize they had bands for that.
Yeah, they had, I want to say it was 2 acoustic acts.
Okay.
I don't
Didn't,
remember who at the time, but...
No, he was a judge. I was going to say Tommy Lamont, but I think he was a judge.
He was a judge for the Meatball thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a
I
judge.
can't remember who played for that, but
I can't remember.
you guys are a perfect tie-in.
You
know,
really
perfect.
Are. Really
That's what
are.
we thought. It's like that's just a timing thing, but who knows? Maybe next year.
We gotta make that happen.
What else we need to make happen, Frank? We need somebody to take the balls and run with it and open up another music venue around here.
I think you're onto something.
That's what we need. We need somebody who's got the balls to do it, because it takes some balls to do it. Trust me, it's a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is a gamble. But
And it takes patience.
Yeah.
It definitely takes patience. You can't just put a band in and expect it to be huge right off the bat. You got to kind of live and die by it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to kind of let it develop, because as people are going to come in depending on the bands you're going to bring in there and the people hearing about them. You know, I mean, you guys are starting to make your name. You know, where you guys are going to be from next year as you are to here, you're probably going to be double, triple the amount of people coming to your shows.
Yeah.
So if they book you now and be like, they didn't really do much, you know, like, I'm saying you guys probably do draw a decent crowd, but I'm just saying next year, if you come back, it'll be even bigger.
Yeah.
And that's what just the point I'm trying to make is, like, you're supposed to, like, let it build.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people want instant satisfaction. They don't let it get, big. And I always bring up the Ryan Monteblue, like, playing at your club, playing in front of 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's selling out shows.
Right.
But, because you kept going at it and bring it back. So the venues need to have that patience, let it develop and promote.
You got to let it develop and promote. I think it always takes a band like maybe 3 times. If you're not getting it by the 3rd time, if there's people not coming out to check you out by the 3rd time, then it's probably time to cut the ties.
Or like you said, like, change up the bill, like, put them on with other bands that do kind of draw, so other people start hearing your name and get, hearing them out there, and they then can host the night themselves,
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's tough, too, because everybody's, especially Varick Street, everybody's right on that same block. So you play one club, one bar 1 week, and then you're at next door the next week. And, people are going to catch you when they catch you. So if they just saw you last week, maybe this week they go see somebody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
That's why it's good also to, like, get out, too.
Yeah.
Expand where you're playing. Like he said, you could go out to New York City, Rochester, like I said, Old Forge.
Syracuse, yep.
When you guys are out and about, who do you go check out band-wise?
Going to see Jack White on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean locally, though.
Locally, I like to go see anybody I can. I've gone and seen, Last Left a dozen times. Crazy Fools, when they go out, I always try to catch them. Remsen Social Club, they're awesome. If you haven't seen them. Old Main's been around.
Great band.
Yep. There's a lot of great talent right in this area.
It really is.
It's crazy how much there is.
Jay Stevens. Happy birthday, Jay, by the way.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jay.
Says, look at Rainbow. He played at the EC once and just kept showing up again and again and again.
Oh, he can't shake him. Now he's got his own corner. I feel like when Rainbow goes, we need to name a street after him. Like that street, it's Hamilton Street now.
Yeah.
And that should be. They should change that to Sung Young Yi Boulevard. That's Rainbow's real name.
Yeah.
It's called Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road.
There you go.
Perfect.
And who are you looking at? Like, who are you going to check out these days?
Well, I got 3 kids at home, so it's tough for me to get out when I'm not playing. But when I do, it's Showtime. It's Last Left, Blarney Rebel. Really anything the Sis guys do.
Yeah.
I try and get there for them guys. George Devaney and the Blueprints.
Play Brayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you said, there's so much talent out. When are you going to go somewhere and see somebody that you're not going to like? It's rare.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, June 1st, should check out Toast Reunion.
The reunion of Toast, the comeback. It's not really a reunion. Would it be more of a comeback than a reunion? Because if it was a reunion, I think reunions are like a one night only type of thing, where a comeback is they're going to be booking a couple shows. They're coming back, and it sounds like they're going to be coming back, but their first comeback show is June 1st.
Yeah, so check those guys out. June 1st at Lucan's. If you're out and about and you want to check out a good show, those guys kill it.
Yeah, Pat's a monster on the drums.
He's a monster. He's always been solid back in the SIV days and Rattle Basket. And
you told a lot of great stories about that the other day, last Thursday. Or Wednesday show. Told about all the SIV shows and everything. Man, I forgot about those days.
A lot of fun back then. The Fire Phoenix says it's his birthday tomorrow, and he's saying bye. So happy birthday if we don't see you tomorrow, buddy, and thanks for checking in. And, yeah, SIV was dope back in the day. They were like the Utica's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
You guys okay? You guys?
Yeah, I completely forgot something. We'll let you go. I don't want to interrupt you.
No,
go ahead.
I heard you talking on the way over about Mandry. He's another monster, too. But we didn't mention this earlier. So Frankie plays with another band besides Uncle Charley and the Meatballs, who happens to be opening Saranac tomorrow.
Oh, really?
So he's the bass player for Work Related also.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
Yeah, we're based out of Rome. Colin Roller's guitar player, kid's out of this world. He can shred. Mark Zappavino leads us, and then Daryl Roller on drums. Guys are awesome. If you haven't caught us yet, well, we're kicking off Saranac, so be a good opportunity.
Work Related.
Yeah.
Very cool. Definitely. And tomorrow's Saranac already.
Yeah.
Wow.
How long have you been playing with them?
It's been going on almost 3 years now. We've been together. We've been playing a lot around the Rome area, like Copper City Brewery.
Snubbing Post.
DiMattio's. Yep, Snubbing. We're Woods Valley. We've played a bunch of times up there during winter. And
excellent.
They did a killer Tom Petty tribute. I don't know if you saw that at Copper City or heard about that.
No, I did not.
The place was packed. It was all night, a bunch of different musicians and stuff. It was their gig and kind of opened it up, and they just played Tom Petty all night.
Yeah, the Crazy Fools joined us for a few songs. Tony got up and played. Matt LeMayo was there. He played. It was great. We had so many different people coming up and just joining in, and
it's really cool.
There was probably about 20 different musicians that got up on stage throughout the night.
It's got to be so much fun.
It was 4 straight hours of Petty. It's
great.
Yeah, no
Everybody
breaks,
was digging
no
it.
stop, nothing. Just rotating right on through.
Oh, that's great, man.
A lot of fun.
Good to have a good circle to play with, right?
Any Traveling Wilburys?
We did, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, we did Handle with Care. A couple other tunes, yeah.
How cool is that? So it's Work Related tomorrow, kicking off Saranac.
Yeah, we'll probably play a few Petty tunes.
Awesome.
Yeah. What kind of stuff are you doing in that band?
A lot of like classic rock. We do some blues, some alt rock like Collective Soul, Stone Temple Pilots, Beatles, Pink Floyd, along those lines.
Good variety.
A lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Kicking off Saranac. That's good, man. That's a great gig for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we haven't really been around Utica yet, so, it's a good way
Great
to
way
start.
to open up the door, right?
Yeah.
So, do you ever think about doing a bill with the two bands together, or?
We gotta try to figure something out. We're waiting for
be a lot less traveling for you.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
When we started those the last 2 years, we did those jams at Swifties. Colin, his guitarist for Work Related, was our guitarist for the jam. And he's a real good player.
Yeah, and he also joined us for the Al Nathan tribute as well.
Yep. Right on. Very cool. I feel like Rome is starting to be coming back a little bit, right?
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people that come out and hear live music, whether it's us or anybody else. There's usually a crowd.
That's awesome.
It's good. It's nice that music is getting supported out there, too.
Back in my day.
I mean,
jump into that because Rome was a hot spot back in the day.
And Rome doesn't really have that Varick Street type area.
Right, they don't.
Where, like, you got all the bars in one section. So, like, whenever you get a band, people are really excited. They want to go and check it out,
Well, there's Dominic Street, but it's like, 3 or 4 bars on that street. But there's still some live music. You got the Mill is over there, too, right? And you mentioned Copper City.
Yeah, DiMattio's is right over there, too. And I know that they're putting in an expansion, like, deck on the back, so they'll have outdoor music.
Really? And they got the best burgers, too.
Oh, yeah. Killer.
DiMattio's.
Never had a burger there.
The bomb over there. Really is. Yeah, I feel like Rome is starting to come back a little bit. There's a little revitalization going on over there. Like, people are starting to be out and about.
Matriculate.
And there's some construction going on, and there's some eateries, and Copper City's been blowing up over there.
Oh, the beer's great.
The beer's good, yeah.
A lot of breweries have been popping up.
Yeah.
16 Stone over in Holland Patton.
Yeah.
Woodland.
All of those places have music, too. So
was it the Fulton Chain Brewery up in Old
Craft,
Ford?
Yeah.
I hear the Clinton Brew Pub is going to be opening up soon, too, in the Hannaford Plaza.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the rumor I hear.
You're going to start doing brewery tours like you do wine tours.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good
really
idea.
Cool. Get like a drunk bus. We'll go all the bunch of different breweries.
Yeah.
There's one in Cooperstown. You can actually do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really cool.
A
lot of good breweries there.
Bunch of big old fat-
Omegang's up there, obviously, but there's like 4 or 5 smaller ones up there too. That
So a bunch of big old fat guys walking from.
I like that though. Like all these little independent breweries popping up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woodland, what Woodland's doing over there is great. They got some good beer over there.
Oh, yeah.
Good Nature Brewery too, out in Hamilton. I got to give them some love. They're an amazing brewery as well.
I haven't gotten out there yet. Woodland's one of my favorite places on earth. I just love hanging out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the smell in that place. The place just smells incredible. You walk in there, it just smells like hops and barleys and everything else. Then, check out Good Nature, too.
Yeah,
amazing beer up there. And I feel like all these brew pubs all have great beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, it's nice. They get a little something different. And even the atmosphere that you go into these breweries, they're so cool that, I don't know, it's a little different than what you're normally used to.
Yeah. And like you said, they're all having live music now, too, which is great.
Yep.
You know, Good Nature, we got creative concerts there every other Sunday doing some great music up there. We were just there last week, and they're going to be there again this weekend. Music and beer hand in hand.
Right.
You know, it's like peanut butter and jelly.
Adam, our harmonica player, is up from Hamilton Way, so
I
think he's the only one that's been up there. He loves it up there, too.
What kind of beer are you into?
Good beer.
Good, like IPAs or...
Yeah, I tend to lean more towards the darker stuff, the heavier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't come across too much that I don't like other than Coors Light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boo.
Bud Light.
That garbage.
Yeah.
Frankie, what about you, buddy?
I like IPAs. I was just in Puerto Rico for a few weeks, and there was a brewery down there that we stopped at right on the ocean. It was called Ocean Lab, and had my first black IPA. That was killer. I've never had one of those before, but I was really digging that.
Was it potent?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was probably like 7%.
7%.
Nice.
Yep. But it was great. As long as it's cold, it's for me. That's my rule.
Nice.
It's got to be cold.
You mentioned you were in Puerto Rico. What's Puerto Rico like right now? Is it still in shambles over there?
I was just going to ask if I could
It's
brag about them.
We did a little tour of the island, and the south coast. It's kind of where it got hit the hardest. So there's still a lot of destruction down there. A lot of power poles down. Trees ripped out of the ground. They're trying to put themselves back together. But
were you there for work?
I was down there for work.
Were you really?
For 2 weeks. Yeah, trying to lend a hand. And
they called them on Tuesday and was like, "You're getting on a plane Thursday for Puerto Rico, right?"
Yeah, it was like, boom. Can you go down to Puerto Rico? I was like, sure. And next thing I knew, I was on a flight down.
Man, he plays in 2 bands, goes down to Puerto Rico, helps out down there.
16-hour work days. He's not going to brag about it, so I will. But yeah, he was working 16-hour work days around the clock trying to get their power back. He was part of a team that actually presented a plan to Cuomo, right?
Yeah, we had to put a briefing together for our CEO to give to Andrew Cuomo, and then we briefed the CEO of the power company down in Puerto Rico. So it was a pretty cool experience all in all. But just to be able to tour and actually see, the conditions of things down there, it's eye-opening. And, the people are all great and nice and very, appreciative of the help. And it was great to be part of that experience.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, you're a good man.
You get a bell.
Absolutely. Especially when our national government won't help the people out at all down there. Don't get me started on that one. But anyways, they're very cool. And you got some power restored for them and did a lot of work. Wow, 16-hour days, huh? You're busting ass.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that went down and helped out. Since the hurricane happened, the Power Authority was really instrumental in helping out, as well as everybody else in New York State that went down. But it was I just honored to be a part of it.
So cool. You should be proud. Be proud, pal. You should helping out, man. We preach this around here a lot, as we want to talk about being good and doing good for other people and stop being a dick type of thing, and just lend a helping hand, be kinder, because I feel like the world is just so divided now. And it's so split down the middle that, we need to be coming together more so now than ever. And
exactly.
And stuff what you're doing that's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, thank
you. Good job for you, man.
Really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. Did you get any time to relax a little bit?
It is beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful island. Definitely go down if you get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Not really. We stayed in Old San Juan, so we were able to go wander around at nighttime, go find a nice place to eat, and it's just a beautiful area. I wish I had more time to vacation, but definitely going back.
Go back with the band.
Bring them down. Yeah, we're going on tour.
We got a gig, guys. It's in Puerto Rico.
Tony's all about that.
Yeah. My wife might not be, but
yeah.
Hey, she might be. She might be if you bring her along.
She has to come along, right?
You're gonna have to learn some horn sections and get the big band thing going, the Ricky Ricardo thing happening.
Yeah.
See, that's
I
what
love that music.
You gotta make gigs where you're gonna go on vacation. You know what I mean? Just it's a family vacation. I gotta play a gig.
Yep.
Perfect.
Right on. Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. Plug your social medias. You got social media account, Twitter, all that?
Yeah, well, we're on Facebook and Instagram. Actually, I see Steve Shane checking in. That's our guitar player. He handles the Instagram. We both kind of take care of the Facebook. So we're on Instagram, Facebook. That's what I should have mentioned earlier, but I'm not good with this radio stuff yet. The Facebook page has all
Neither
our dates.
Are we, trust me.
Has all our dates coming up. So we got pretty much something going on every month of the summer so far. It's just a matter of how much and when. Yeah.
Stay busy. Steve's saying we could do a mariachi.
Mariachi.
Mariachi. Mariucci. Mariucci was a coach.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Mariachi.
Mariachi.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you. I imagine there's some great music in Puerto Rico, though. There's got to be. Like, he's talking to them.
There was one place we went to dinner, and there was a 3-piece band. It was a bass player, stand-up bass, a guitar player, he played a Spanish guitar, and then a guy sitting on a stool with a couple bongos and some maracas. They were unreal. It was amazing. They were fantastic, and it had that. It was like a Spanish-influenced jazz type feel, and it was just awesome.
Don't you love that when you get totally unexpected with music like that, and it just blow you away? And
we talked about this when what day was it? Wednesday. Like, what was that band that just took you by surprise? There's so many out there, but that's such a great thing. It's like, man, these guys really kicked my ass.
I don't think I talked to anybody throughout the whole dinner. I was just sitting there watching these guys play and just mesmerized. It was great. Something different, something you're not used to hearing, and you just want to sit back and listen. It was awesome.
There's some bands out there that won't make me sleep at night. Like, you think about them, like when you first see them or something. Did you ever have that happen to you? Like, you're so blown away that you can't sleep at night, and then you just dig into their whole catalog. Was any band? What band has that?
Well, I told you it was what I said the other day was Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Because I seen them, they opened up for Smashing Pumpkins and Red Hot Chili Peppers, and you got Eddie Vedder flying from the rafters and going nuts, and I'm just like, oh shit! Like, these guys are amazing. Then that summer they blew up.
Yeah. How about you, Frank?
Well,
that
not
Mariachi band.
Not a band that I've seen, but the first time I heard Greta Van Fleet. Have you guys heard them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those kids are awesome.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I heard them, I think I put the same song on 20 times in a row. Just blew me away. I can't wait to see those guys in concert. I hope they come around here somewhere soon.
We're talking too. I feel like they they've been brought up on the show a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the day they actually hone in their own sound. I mean, 'cause obviously they got that Led Zeppelin classic 70s rock style down, and they sound great at being 19, 21 years old. But when they start to grow as musicians and as people, you know they're going to start to develop their own sound on top of what they're doing already. I'm looking forward to that day because they're going to be monsters.
When I first heard them, I was like, "Oh my God, this is a breath of fresh air." And then I was thinking, where is this going to go? You know, how is this going to develop? Do they have, are they real? Kind of a thing. And they came out with the 8-song EP, and it showed a lot more of who they are, and it was really great. If you haven't heard it, if anybody out there listening hasn't heard Greta Van Fleet, I would recommend them.
I think they just kind of brought back that people miss rock music.
I think
they're just
so.
straightforward rock music.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I'm hoping more bands take that, see that and be like, you know what? Let's bring back old school rock music.
Yeah. How about you, Tony? What was that one band that kind of just blew you away where the next day you just dug right into their catalog?
Well, I got two. One, every time this type of conversation comes up, I think about the first blues jam that Larry and Adam dragged me to. And you guys familiar with George Devaney?
Of course, yeah.
So George Devaney gets up on stage, and you've seen George Devaney. He's an older gentleman. He had the corduroy jacket with the elbow patches and the glasses, and he picks up his guitar, and I'm like, what are we doing here? And he just shredded, just blew my mind to see him play. I mean, obviously, when you walk up and you see somebody on stage, you don't know their backstory or how many bands he's opened up for or played for, and he's amazing. But other than that, just off the top of my head, Dave Matthews concert when they were first starting out, and Bela Fleck I'd never heard of, and they opened up, and I was like, a banjo player? What is this? And they blew me away.
Yeah, right on. It's funny you mentioned that. I just posted a picture of me and Victor Wooten today on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. He came in. I was working at summer camp a couple of years back, and he just popped in the sale. I'm like, Victor Wooten? What are you doing here? You got to get a picture. So
I know Victor Wooten from a couple of Carter Buford DVDs I have, where Victor's playing along with him. But I actually didn't make that connection with Bela Fleck until a couple of years ago, actually.
Victor Wooten and Future Man.
Yeah, Future Man is who I remember because, he had the whole get up and stuff.
Yeah, well, they're brothers.
All right.
Victor Wooten.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Good band, though. Like, amazing stuff. Bela Fleck, a whole nother level.
Grace Potter was another one of those bands for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she got up there and she just shredded.
Yeah.
Shredded. I was like, wow, this chick can really wail, man.
Love Grace Potter. She's the best woman in rock right now.
Yeah.
I think.
One of my favorites.
Well, she just had a baby, though.
Did she?
Yeah, she just had a baby, so we'll see when she comes back. But when she was around a couple of years ago.
I just remember sitting in the VIP. You brought me to the show. You got to check this out. And I'm like, all right, I'll go. And I'm sitting in the VIP, and like I'm sitting down, and I hear this guitar solo and shredding, right? And I thought it was the guitar player. I look up, and it's her just like shredding it. I'm like,
not only shredding a guitar, but shredding a flying V.
Yeah.
She's playing a flying V in a classic.
And then she goes over to the organ there.
Yeah. She goes over to the B3 and starts tickling that a little bit. And she's playing like a classic flying V, like a 58. Like, wow.
Well, the first time she was at the brewery, I missed her, and I liked her before that. And then the second time she was here, I actually brought Frankie along. I don't know if you had heard about her at that time yet or not, but
Nope. No.
I was like, I'm going, and nobody was going with me. I called Frankie, and I said, we're going. But yeah, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's mind-blowing. Amazing talent. I can sing like an angel.
She does it all. She puts on a great show, that's for sure.
And she's easy on the eyes. Yeah. Uncle Charley and the Meatballs. If you guys are out and about tonight, they're going to be at the Killer Brew. So go check them out. Amazing food over at the Killer Brew. Great wings, great people over there. The Killer Brew's been around for 30 years, I think, or something like that. And they're starting to get back in the swing of things as far as live music goes. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
what time do you guys start over there?
7 to 10. They have clam special, so every Wednesday they're doing their clams and jams, they call it. So every Wednesday there'll be live music and clams, and they got, I want to say it was Labatt and Corona specials also.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nice. Good. A lot of stuff going on. Steve is saying definitely Grace Potter and the Nocturnals for sure, and Robert Randolph and the Family Band.
Yeah, Robert Randolph.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I like the part of the show where he brings everybody up on stage with him, and he just jams on. There's like 800 people on stage with him trying to jam out, and he's sitting there playing, having a good old time, and Robert brings a party.
Yeah. I've seen him open for Dave Matthews. I saw him open for OAR, too.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, end of the night, they all jam together. It's amazing.
He's another one that has his brother in the band. Marcus is his drummer, Marcus Randolph. Great band, though. I mean, the family, and they call it Robert Randolph in the family band because he's got his brother and his cousin and like a brother-in-law in the band as well. It's like one big family.
It's all cool until you have to fire someone.
Yeah, true.
Just ask Van Halen.
Before we get out of here, plug upcoming shows and websites and social media and all that stuff with Uncle Charley and the Meatballs.
Yeah, so like I said, we have Killer Brew tonight, and then all of our other upcoming shows will be at Wakely's, Sanctuary. We're going to be at Lucan's in the upcoming months. We'll be at either September, end of August, 16 Stone Brewery. All the exact dates will be on our Facebook page.
Also, catch us at Old School. We'll be there on Wednesday nights as well throughout the summer.
And you're playing some small club tomorrow, right? Some small...
Yeah, this place called the Saranac Brewery.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I heard of that place.
Yeah, make sure you get that plug in.
Yeah, work-related. Tomorrow night at Saranac. We hit the stage at 6 o'clock, but I think they open the doors at 5.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Come on down. If you don't know Saranac, because we do got a lot of out-of-state, out-of-town listeners. If you don't know what Saranac is, come to town, check it out. You pay $5 at the door. They give you a drink ticket, so you get a free beer when you enter.
Yep.
You get great music. It's a great party. Happens every Thursday right around 6 o'clock.
And you're from out of town, come a little early and do the tour of the brewery.
Yeah. Or absolutely. Stay late, get a room at the DoubleTree, and just hang out on Varick Street all day.
There you go.
You know, it's a lot to do. But there's nothing to do in this town.
No.
Yeah.
This town sucks. There's nothing to do.
Oh.
It's boring here.
All this list of creative concerts. Yeah, there's nothing to do.
Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here at all.
There used to be nothing to do. There's so much to do now.
It really is, man. It really is. And it's good. It's increasing as well.
I mean, look at our board right now.
Yeah.
It's filling right up.
It's filling right up. Yeah, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. We definitely got a lot of stuff going on. Tony and Frank, thanks so much for coming on, man.
Thanks so much for having us.
I appreciate you filling in the slot that we had. And we had a cancellation, so he was hitting me up. He was like, hey, come on tomorrow. He's like, okay, cool.
Actually came out perfect. They got a gig tonight. He's opened up at Saranac. Perfect.
Yeah, right? Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we got to thank Alex, too, for throwing
Thanks,
it out
Alex.
there.
Thanks, Alex.
Lunatic that is. I want to remind everybody they can listen to this podcast and previous podcasts of VC Radio and all the great content we have here at DisruptionNetwork.net. Also, stop down to the showroom at 5046 Commercial Drive in Yorkville and see why it's easy to do business with Steve Ponte Volkswagen. Hit them up online, stevepontevolkswagen.net. And if you need legal help quick, you better call Nick. I got to write that jingle. Need legal help quick, you better call Nick. Call attorney Nick Pasalacqua and a team of associates at 315-500-NICK or hit them up online at cnytriallaw.com. And a good quality home inspection is
Priceless.
Josh Amodio on Priceless Inspection. Call him today for your next home inspection, 315-525-8725. My man's been doing it his whole life, and he knows the importance of a good quality home inspection. Call him before you're ready to put your home up on the market, or you're looking to buy a home, or even if you're looking to update your home. Josh does all of that. Like when he comes to your house, he's there bright and early. He goes through every inch of your house. He goes through everything. And he usually spends a full day at your house, and he takes a selfie on the roof, and he's like, here I am again. Inspection number 5,674.
Click.
Call Josh today. Josh is a great man, and he knows a good quality home inspection is priceless. 315-525-8725. Tomorrow's show, we got Michelle Truitt coming on. Talk about the Levitt concert season that's going on at Copernic Park. I was going to call it Colin Kaepernick Park, but it's Nicholas Copernic Park. And it's going to be happening pretty much every Monday in the summertime. So Michelle's going to come in and talk about the list that she's got. She's got a great lineup this year. I know our boys, Sophistifunk's going to be there. I think Floodwood's there. And we'll talk to Michelle tomorrow on when that's going on. And I think we're only doing tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
I never know what day it is. I never know what day it is. But next week, we're only doing 2 shows next week, unless you're going to fill in on Thursday.
There's a possibility. I got to check with Miss Adeline.
Because Monday is Memorial Day, so we're going to take Memorial Day off, and I'll be back on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but Thursday I'll be gone. I got to get ready for the Taste of Syracuse, so we'll be out at Taste of Syracuse for the weekend, and Smash Mouth is playing this year.
Yay.
Took the words right out of my mouth, chicken.
Hey, now, we're an all-star.
Get your game on, get laid. Tony, Frank, Uncle Charley, and the Meatballs, thank you so much for coming on, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much, and we will see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you for calling the EC Radio Attitude Adjustment Line. Press 1 if you need a good slap in the mouth. Press 2 if you need a stern verbal lashing. Press 3 if you need a timeout. Press 4 to respond to the voices in your head. Press 5 if you need to talk to your mom. And if this is an actual emergency, please hang up and call someone who gives a shit.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Passalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Passalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates, 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425, or visit cnytriallaw.com today.